Hello, hello, hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday to y'all. Good to see ya. What is up, Neo Jadoodoo, Icarus, Wolf, Eberial, Blazer, Funky Donkey, MTG, Stone Rain Productions, Variant. How is everyone doing tonight? It is another great day. Hey, thank you, Stone Rain. Hey, Benny, how are you? Good to see ya. Oh my goodness, it's another standard day. We're gonna try some Toxrilling to start, but we got jank for days. There are so many possibilities for that. I want to start off with this standard Solar Flare, Esper, Toxrill, a little bit of Hullbreaker Horror, Reanimator style deck. That is number one. Number two, this isn't supposed to be in there anymore. So that's number one. That's what we're starting with. But there is more jank to come. There's this crazy Treasure Storm deck that I kind of want to try. I don't know if we'll ever win a game with it, but if it goes off, it's going to be insane. Kaya is like kind of absurd with cards that can make a bunch of treasure, so maybe we try Treasure Storming. Abzan Token Friends, I kind of feel some Kaya action. We haven't played any Kayas yet. Maybe we try this Abzan Kaya mid-range token style deck. Then there's this deck. You got to explain this deck to me, chat. Really, seriously. Someone 5-0'd with this deck, and this is not a meme or dream deck. Someone 5-0'd an actual competitive league with this deck. I don't understand it. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, the best I can figure, I've been looking at this deck. It's all these cheap aggro white creatures and then a million destroy all permanent wraths. You get Toski, which is indestructible, but it's like Loyal Warhounds and Sigrids and Thalias with Ondu inversions and Devastating Mastery. The best I can figure, and this is ridiculous, the best I could figure, the idea of this deck is you have Yasharn that is legendary, you have Sigrid that is legendary, you have Thalia that is legendary. I think what this deck is trying to do is play random legendary creatures, turn them into gods with Trite Sanctum, make them indestructible with Trite Sanctum, and then use Eccentric Farmer to get back Trite Sanctum so you can do it again with the next legend, and then you can cast these destroy all permanent spells and not blow up your own like Sigrid or Thalia, and eventually really slowly beat your opponent down with an indestructible Thalia or an indestructible Sigrid. It's the most absurd idea. Like, the deck, that is one of the weirdest looking decks that I have ever seen in my entire life. But someone 5-0'd an actual league on Magic Online. This is not meme or dream. Wizard said someone got 6 wins in a row. That is like actual straight up someone actually won an actual league with it. When do you think Armageddon is coming back to standard? Oh my god. Don't talk to me about Armageddons. We had Commander Clash today. Of course, Crim snaps off Toxrill for our first Innistrad week. And what does Crim mill over on turn number one, or get milled out of his deck? Of course, it's Cormus Bell to go with his Urborgs to try to blow up everyone's land. So I don't think we'll see mass land destruction in standard for a while. The other news of the day, I was trying to see if this article was going to go up on Wizards, but apparently not. Well, anyway, before we start playing Magic, we got news today. We got news to talk about. I don't know if it's exciting news because we get these all the time now, but maybe it's exciting news. I'm doing well, Temsy. How are you? Hey, Seth, did you already make a brew with the new Vampire and Blood tokens? So we played a little bit of Blood token Vampires on release day, but definitely something that should be explored more. So try to make 5-color Super Friends in Brawl Mander. Any advice? Ooh, Azika, probably, I guess. Wait, Golos is legal too, isn't it? Azika or Golos is probably the best commander, and then just play the legendary sorceries are really good. Play whatever Planeswalker perhaps and just hope for the best. I think the Super Friends is actually like a good archetype. So the news from today, there's a new Secret Lair super drop. It was just announced. We're not going to go super in depth on it. Variant for the 55th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Not going to talk about every one of these. There's a ton of different drops. There's supposed to be an article going up on the WotC site anytime once their stream ends. I don't think it's up yet. But there's two things I want to mention in specific. One is this Castle Dracula drop. From a financial perspective, I think is kind of a snap buy. It is for $30 non-foil, a Phyrexian Tower, $20 card, a Night's Whisper, like a $3 card, and an Exquisite Blood, which is like a $35 card. So just like from a financial perspective, if you're a commander player and you need these cards, and you like the vampire, like Dracula, whatever skins, really good buy from a financial perspective. The rest of them, there's a bunch of basic lands, this and that. The other one that I had to mention, I want to know what you think about this, chat, because this is weird. This is new. I don't know if this is good or not. This is the craziest thing I've seen. You 77 for this second month. Hey, Seth finally broke standard. Turns out Faithbound Judge in extra turns is OP. Hey, what's up, Nalakilla? Yeah, that does sound pretty good. I mean, that's a good way to speed it up. So this is something we've never seen before. This is a secret lair drop that is $100, and it is literally a full 100-card commander deck. It is a whole commander deck secret lair drop. It is Oaken and Zindersplit, the coin flip commanders. It has reversible cards. Your commanders are reversible. There's a reversible propaganda, stitching time, Krakens. It has different art on each side, so you can choose which art you like better on your commander and flip it back and forth, essentially. And then it's got like dice and coin flipping stuff, coins you can flip. It's a full commander deck for $100. So I don't know. What do you think about that? That's something we've never seen before. Is that interesting to you? I know the thing that shocked me was actually the price. Like, I expect to be a lot more, honestly. When I heard $100 card commander deck is a secret lair drop, I was expecting them to say 200, 500, 1,000, some ridiculous price, because they sell like 3 cards of a commander deck. 3 cards is a secret lair drop for like $30. So they sell basic lands for like $10 a card or something, $7 a card. So I was expecting this to be really expensive. This actually seems like a surprisingly reasonable deal if you're interested in like a different take on a precon. Do they have the deck list up? I've been refreshing daily MTG, and I have not been able to find the actual deck list. But anyway, that's a secret lair drop news that just came out. Yeah, so check that out if you're interested. Anyway, today, yeah, I haven't found the deck list yet. It's supposed to be going up on daily MTG, but I don't actually see it yet. So sometime, maybe it'll come up during the stream and we'll look at it. Eberreal Blazer for this 16th month. Hey Seth, I want to hear your opinion on double feature set, but being curated, not being curated and just mixing sets. I think it's a huge wasted opportunity. I do not understand double feature. I really don't get it. Yeah. There's so many ways they could have made it cool. They could have added cards from old Innistrad sets. They could have done something more with art. I was expecting like monstery new art rather than just like, hey, we took the normal art and made it black and white. You're only getting one of the cool-ish black and white cards per pack. So I don't know. To me, it comes across as lazy. That is my overall feeling. Oh wait, do they actually have the deck list up? Here's the full deck list. You can actually get a look at these cards. So these are the reversible commanders, Zindersplit in Oaken. So it's a coin flip deck. You get propaganda, kind of a commander staple. Stitch in Time, Krakens, I think, is actually like kind of a valuable card. The deck list, I mean, it doesn't look bad. You get a Duretti, that's a good commander card. There's Nivs and Spark Doubles. I mean, that Blasphemous Act, that actually looks like a relatively decent commander deck. Of course, I don't think all these cards get the cool art. I think it's just these. So it's essentially, here's my understanding of it. It's kind of this like coin flip secret lair drop. Like, let's say Wizards want to make a coin flip 5-card secret lair drop. Zendersplit, Oaken, Propaganda, Stitch in Time, Krakens. That's a secret lair drop. And then you're also getting the rest of the deck in normal whatever versions of the cards along the way. But I don't know. That actually seems like a relatively reasonable commander deck. Like, at least on par with the precons, and probably better than the precons in a lot of ways, just as far as the number of like actual staples are in the deck. So I don't know, it seems like an okay deal for $100. But anyway, we should probably play some Magic. So reminders, and we can talk more about this as we go along. Will you play some standard on Moto? That would be awesome. Ooh, what is the upside to playing on Moto? YouTube. That's where you can find tons of videos. Well, I did things out of orders today. Usually it's replay YouTube, where you can find all the old streams, including this one of the future. Normal YouTube, we did some Necro Dualitying for Against Odds yesterday. Tomorrow, we have a super sweet combo-y Much Brew coming up that you should definitely check out, along with a bunch of other stuff. So keep an eye out for that on the YouTube. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, maybe from Innistrad Crimson Vow, or maybe from Innistrad Midnight Hunt, or maybe a Burning Inquiry or a Steam Vets, You can get them all from cardkingdom.com. Even get a free goldfish sticker. Let them know you want one and they'll hook you up. Otherwise, merch page, clean out Richard's garage, pick up a t-shirt or a playmat to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations always appreciated. Never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. And before we talk about the deck, a shout out to 8GK Mark. Welcome back to the Fishbowl for the 25th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Looks to me like Wizards beat me to the punch. I've been slowly creating an EDH deck with all the secret lair cards. They don't look like traditional MTG cards. Ooh, that's actually kind of a sweet theme for a commander deck. Silas Ruin, first time sub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the pixel lands look really sweet. Isn't the upside to playing on Moto? You have actual opposition. Isn't that what Richard was saying? I think he was talking about limited. I'm pretty sure. He said he gets crushed in limited on Moto apparently, but then he crushes on Arena. So I'm pretty sure if I remember what he was saying right, he thought that constructed was basically the same, but he thought that for limited in specific, the competition on Moto is way better. I think that makes sense because I think everyone who's like more casual or a newer player probably switched over to playing Arena. So the only people left playing Limited on Moto are like old timers that have played Moto forever, grinders who are actually, because you can actually make money off Moto. Like you can actually make actual cash money. So people that are like grinding for a living. So I think that's why the competition's a lot stronger for Limited. But anyway, deck number 1 tonight, we are playing Solar Flare. We are reanimating. What is the idea of this deck? Well, we are trying to do one thing. We are trying to get Toxrill and to a lesser extent, Hullbreak Horror into our graveyard. For this, we have Faithful Mending, we have Undead Butler, we have the Celestis, we have Thirst for Discovery, so a ton of ways to get it in the graveyard, and then we want to cheat it back into play on the cheap. We have Null Priest of Oblivion, can reanimate it. We have Return Upon the Tide if we foretell reanimates for just 4 mana. We also have Port of Karnfeld, which can reanimate in our mana base, and that's essentially the plan of the deck. We're trying to get these big, huge game enders into play on the cheap, quicker than we should be able to get them into play, and then we're trusting that they're going to carry us to the victory. How successful this plan will be, I think mostly depends on the matchup. I think if we run into like mono white or mono green and we can do our thing fast enough, it should be great. If we're playing against control, I think our hope is kind of like ramp into Hullbreak Horror. We got more Hullbreak Horrors and a bunch of counter spells and some discard in our sideboard. So that's kind of what I'm worried about. Control deck, they're just like, oh, whatever, Toxrill, like, sure, it's a 7/7. We'll take some hits and kill it eventually. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited to try it though, because I feel like we have some good pieces for a reanimator deck. Like, we got good ways to fill the graveyard. We got reasonable reanimation. We got some good finishers. So that's deck number 1, Solar Flaring in Standard. So how's everyone doing today, by the way? Everyone having a good Thursday? Oh my god. The other thing, so the winning deck from this week's Against Odds poll, Dollhouse of Horrors. And I spent most of the day when I wasn't commander clashing trying to figure out Dollhouse. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm up to 6. I'm up to 6 very different versions of Dollhouse. The challenge of Dollhouse of Horrors isn't that the card's not good. Well, I don't know how good it is, but it's not that it's like one of those, some Against Odds cards. The challenge is trying to find a way to make the card work. That's not the challenge with Dollhouse of Horrors. The challenge with Dollhouse of Horrors is there are so many different things you could do with it. Like, every time I build a deck, I get another idea. Like, sure, there's the Scoot Swarm thing that other people have done. That is a cool synergy. You get back your Scoot Swarm, and they're bigger than normal. Like, that's cool. There's a possibility of, like, Morog in Cultivator Colossus to take a ton of extra combats. There's a possibility of, like, get back Olivia, which gets back something else for, like, the double reanimation. There's just like salty, grindy stuff. It's a cool, one of my favorite synergies, and I know if we're going to play this version, but one of my favorite things I realized, this might be the least spicy, but maybe most competitive of the versions. This is Blue-White Party House, and the synergy I loved in this. So first, we kind of incidentally have party tribes that work with what we're trying to do. We have a full party available. The lesson cards or the learn cards let us discard cards, which works really well. Suspicious Doy happens to be a rogue. It fills our graveyard. So some of the party stuff works really well with it. My favorite synergy is Clever Conjurer. Since it's a wizard, it can come into play. It ups our party count, and it can untap a permanent. So we can reanimate Clever Conjurer, which can untap Dollhouse to reanimate another party payoff, like a squad commander, to get the full party and go on to win the game. So there's just so many cool things you can do with that card. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're reanimating playing Toxrill. We're not playing at the moment. We're not playing at the moment, Party House. Yeah, Party House of Horrors. I almost want to play it just because the name's good. It would make a good YouTube title. Yeah, Olivia Dollhouse. That's one of the sweetest things I've done with it so far is like, Dollhouse get back Olivia. Olivia get back Old Gnawbones. Old Gnawbones hits with Olivia for like 8 treasures, and then post combat, like play a Morog, play a land, get an extra combat, and just like win the game on the spot. So there's some really awesome things you do with that. Oh my god, this hand. All 4 Null Priests. Might have to pull out the calculator on that one. The odds of having 4 of a card in your opening hand is not very high. Hey, what's up, Mr. Second Amendment? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank ya. So how's everyone this fine Thursday? I'm assuming if you're here, you're probably not in Vegas. Is anyone from the stream Vegasing? I feel I'm already missing it, honestly. It just didn't work out timing-wise for me to go to Vegas this year, but I'm already a little jealous just seeing people tweeting about heading to Magic Fest or whatever, MTG Vegas. Draken for the 11th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I think we're going to wait. We could Celestis. I think we'd rather Thirst on our opponent's end step and fill the graveyard. Well, all right, maybe we Thirst. Oh, no. This is the new mono blue Jank 'em out deck. Well, discard Toxrill and discard... discard Toxrill called Gnarl Priest. I mean, Hullbreak Horror Hardcast could be a thing. I'm doing well. Finally got promoted at work. Congratulations, Great Destroyer. That is awesome. Enjoying standard black-white aggro. Yeah, black-white's pretty good in standard. Oh, opponent's kind of tapped down-ish. Well, I think the time has come to go for it. There's not a Spell Pierce, right? There's no Spell Pierce in standard. Ooh, black, white, blue. All right, play this on black. I mean, Toxie, old Toxie. Old Toxie, please. Oh, concerted defense. It's not even a... That should not be allowed outside of party decks, I swear. I swear, that should not be allowed. Oh, who plays concerted defense if they're not playing a party deck? Oh, opponent. Oh, this is gonna go poorly. This is just gonna be our opponent countering all of our stuff again and again and again until we cry and scoop. The King of Lullaby. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent discarded Fading Hope. All right. Well, I mean, I think our... I don't even know if we actually have a realistic shot here. I think our hope is to flash in this Hullbreak Horror and eat something, but even that, like, unblockable, flying, we're kind of just dying. Opponent smacks us. Hey, what's up, King of Lullaby? How are you? Concerted defense. Dream Shacklegeist. Yeah, this might be a bad matchup. If we could ever resolve the thing and have it stick, it would be great, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, all right. Save us Hullbreak Horror, I guess. Oh, we needed a Toxrill. We needed that Toxrill and we would have been able to win. Opponent. Well, we'll see. We can pressure with the Hullbreak Horror a little bit. Wait, does this have to target? Oh. It's not a May. It's not a May. Whoa, they usually word this in a safe way that makes sure there is no downside. I didn't realize that. Oh, it is. Then why did our opponent tap themselves? Okay, just kidding. It is a May. Our opponent just, for some reason, tapped their own creature. Owl of the night. I'm doing well. Now that our opponent tapped their own shackle, guys, for no reason. I'm doing wonderfully. Opponent gets in, draws a card. Ugh, so obnoxious. Plays a land. Well, Hullbreak Horror. Unit. I'm not going to counter this one. That's for sure. Would you like to cast a counter on it? The opponent untaps. Fading Hope. Makes me want to cry. Yeah, all right. I mean, play Toxrill, opponent counters, we scoop it up, and that was not even close. Yikes. Oh boy. Well, this is like a mono blue Curious Obsession, my all-time favorite standard deck. It's back. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray for that. Okay, so, well, I guess we bring in counters and counters, and I mean, we kind of want like literally our entire sideboard, but I don't think that's practical. We can go down Undead Butler. Undead Butler might not be good enough in this deck, period. We can go down a couple, maybe we get down some Reanimation. We have Reanimation in the mana base that doesn't get countered. We got Return Upon the Tides. Oh, Toxrill's so good, but there's just no way. How are we ever going to get a Toxrill on the battlefield against this deck? Boy, this is way too many cards to sideboard in. Parasitic Grasp, Infernal Grasp. Maybe we can't bring in all the counters? Yeah, maybe something like that. Can I submit a deck you should try? I would love to take a look at I would love to take a look at your list. Yes, please. Yeah, Mono Blue Curious Obsession is one of my least favorite standard decks. Oh my god. Oh, I've been looking at old Modern decks. I really miss like 2015 Modern. How many of you have been playing? How many have been playing for that long? I'm curious. 2015 Modern. Oh my goodness. There's so many sweet things. Do I review Brawl decks? I'll take a look. Sure. Well, play a Pathway on blue. Thirst for Discovery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, discard the basic. Well, we got removal for days. Playing since 1993. That beats me. Good lord. By far. I didn't start playing until original Ravnica. Actually, I don't know if we've ever really talked about this somehow. How did you start playing? Hey, what's up, Tonos? Tonos not in Vegas this year? How do we do this? This is a human. So we can foretell. Let's play this on black. Actually, play it on blue. Play it on black. Foretell. Kill the Hermit at some point. Went to a comic book shop in 1994. Ooh. So just kind of stumbled into it. Yeah, I learned from a friend as well. Yeah, Go Blank is a card that we're hopefully going to get value from. All right, so opponent's going to flash something in. We are going to try to kill the Hermit. Opponent can sack it if they want to. DG Devastate, Concerted Defense. Okay, of course. It's such a bad spell pierce, but okay, whatever. It works. KB Toys bought a 99 starter set. Ooh, I forgot about starter 99. Father owned a LGS. That seems like a pretty easy way to get into it. Well, there's Hullbreaker if we can get to it. Play the land. Okay. So this turn, we only do one thing. So let's pass. We got to try to pressure on our opponent's turn, I think. Opponent does not flash anything in. Plays a land. Goes to combat. Well, we will Vanishing Verse the Hermit. Opponent doesn't have card draw this game, which is a big deal. That's really helpful. My dad worked at a company under the same umbrella, got some free products. Ooh, you got free magic cards? Sounds like a good job. Opponent has a Nice Light Snare. Down to 10. Well, maybe even without the card draw, if they can just counter enough things. Okay. So. Oh, we can still only do one thing? Path of Peril. Opponent. Count. We needed a land here for this Hermit. Opponent. Oh my goodness. Brutal. Brutal, brutal. Luxac for the 4-year resub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god, this matchup. Devastation with the DG Devastation with a $5 donation. Opponent gets it, hits us for $1 million. Oh, what a frustrating matchup. Oh god. I made a Rakdos style house list with Toxrill in Asmodeus. Ooh, yeah, I'd love to take a look at it. Thank you so much for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, we're dead. Yep. Well, okay. Let's pretend like that match never happened. That one didn't count. That one just doesn't count. What should we have versed? We didn't have the mana to verse and Path to Peril, right? I don't believe. What's up, Dogamyth? Oh, mono blue. Mono blue counter spells. I've been playing for 2 weeks and my deck took me to Mythic. Ooh, what deck are you playing? Rakdos Boarding House. Ooh. That does look fun. I love the deck of many things. How has Curse of Leeches been? That's a card that I have not played at all. That looks fun, though. Got some really sweet finishers. Good stuff to get back from the graveyard. I like it. I like it. Switch to Grixis and get Olivia in there. The problem with Grixis is not great at filling the graveyard. Like, that's kind of the challenge. I feel like Faithful Mending is, like, really... I mean, I guess you can do it with the bad treasure stuff. Yeah, the reason we couldn't Vanishing Verse and Path to Peril is we just didn't have the mana for it. Well, okay, we'll see. We need another land, but, like, Celestis into Reanimation seems... Okay, that's a land? Well, okay, we got a plan. We got a plan. Celestis... Discard the Toxrill, reanimate it, mono red, hopefully just not going to be able to win. Are we going to be fast enough? That is the question. Opponent. Double 1-drop. Well, play this on black. I guess the Path to Peril is going to be good. Foretell. Okay, I think I'm feeling good about this, but I'm feeling good. I might have to try Curse of Leeches sometime. Yeah, Cathartic Pyre's... It's fine. And there's like treasure ones, like discard cards make treasures. So I guess there are options. They're not Faithful Mending good, but they are, there are ways, I guess, to get cards in the graveyard. Built this for my wife so I can get it for Christmas. Tulane Druid Tribal. Ooh. Tulane, I know people hate Tulane and is like one of the saltiest commanders, but I actually like Tulane. All right, opponent smacks us. Well, unfortunately for you, opponent, the path is a little bit perilous for your 2-drops. Oh, all right. Path to Peril, I think, is like a legit standard card. Opponent, I think it's mono red. We'll see. It could be vampires, mana screwed vampires, but this looks like a mono red list that's been going around. All right, Cemetery Gatekeeper. Well, play a land on white. Play the Celestis. Huh. Yeah, I think we play this Null Priest. Just to gain a bit of life. Pass the turn. Okay, we need 2 turns for Toxrill. And if we're alive when those 2 turns are done, we got it. There is no way they're going to beat a Toxrill. No way. No way, no way, no way, no how. I don't like playing against Tulane in Brawl. Fortunately, I haven't played against him in Brawl in a while. I mean, I always have fun playing Tulane. Still a deck from one of those small Japanese tournaments. It'll fix a Grixis problem. Ooh. 5-color Reanimator. That does sound sweet. Opponent passes. Well, all right. Loot gain a life. Day becomes night. Oh, if they have another Cemetery Gatekeeper, I'm going to probably cry. Light up the night, spicy. So there's got to be Chandra's. Okay, well, here we go. Celestis. Loot us up a slug. 5-color Reanimator is pretty wild looking. Wow, that is super wild looking. Someone actually played this in a tournament. Play with fire, our face. Scries to the bottom. We would like to draw a card. We would like to discard Toxrill. All right, play a land on... what does this need? Blue, black, black. All right, just play a land on... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Black is fine. Fortal. Pass the turn. All right, opponent. No more Cemetery Gatekeepers. You're going to get toxed. Thoughts on my modern Jeskai Hulk Opus deck? And could you rate it for me? Much appreciated. Ooh, let me see Unbreakable Wet. Jeskai Hulk Opus. All right, so Jeskai Hulk Opus. Torrential Gear Hulk. Kind of like the historic deck. Torrential trying to flashback Magma Opus. I mean, that looks solid. To me, that looks like a solid modern control deck. Like, you got a lot of the hits, Archmage's Charms and counter spells and lightning bolts. One card, oh, you got it in the sideboard. Prismatic. I was going to say, one card I would say might be worth adding. Prismatic Ending, but you got it in the sideboard. That looks solid. I don't know how strong the Torrential Gearhawk for Magma Opus plan is in Modern, where the format's a little faster and there's more graveyard hate. Oh, opponent, would you like to die now? I think they would. Actually, we can cast the one from our hand. Play the land, return upon the tide. Toxrill. I say we get a Toxrill. We drop to 7. All right, can you burn us out, opponent? Kill it. Get a slug. Pass the turn. Oh, there is risk we get burned out. Opponent did show burn spells. Anyone having issue logging into Arena this evening? I have not. I don't know if anyone else has. As far as rating, I don't normally rate decks on like a number scale. I usually try to like offer feedback and encouragement. But I would say, because I'm not certain how strong the Torrential Gearhawk for Magma Opus plan is in Modern, I would give this a, let's go 7, somewhere in that range. Like, to me, it looks like a solid control deck. I'm just not 100% sure how good the payoff is going to be in Modern. If Modern is too fast or has too much graveyard hate for it. But as far as just like deck construction, looks like a solid control deck to me. Oh, all right, opponent passes. One of the upsides of the Celestis is switching day to night is a good way to gain life. Very slowly, but it does work. We will discard a... I don't think we need the Path of Peril anymore. Play the land, go to combat, hit ya. Reanimate. I guess a Null Priest. Pass the turn, slug him up, and I think we got there. I think we got to see it go off. You should try running Slug Monster in this deck. I kind of want to try just a blue-black control deck with those two cards. One card, I gotta say, one card that I greatly underestimated, I think, is the Celestis. I'm kind of addicted to the Celestis, and I think it's just like a legitimately good card. Rekindling Phoenix, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 10th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm thinking of getting into Modo so I can practice more than just F&M with it. I think that's a great idea. You can definitely practice a ton, and with the loan programs, it's really kind of affordable. Also, right now, if you're thinking about trying it, there is Eternal Weekend coming up. I mentioned this a couple of streams ago. But they have an event going. An opponent cannot beat the Tox. Oh, what a toxic deck. They have an event going on because of Eternal Weekend, where for $25 you get all the cards on Modo until the beginning of December. So if you want to just get on and test and see what the client's like, $25 will give you that deck and everything else to mess around with for like 2 or 3 weeks. So that went pretty well. I did predict it would be good. I mean, I did. I don't remember. I have to go back in and listen to my actual prediction. I know I was high in it for Commander, and I thought it had enough upside that it could be a 3-mana rock that actually saw play. But in Standard, like, it fills a graveyard. It ramps into your big stuff. It gains life. Some decks care about day switching tonight. Like, it actually does a whole bunch of things that are actually pretty good in Standard. Yeah, I think we want Infernal Grasp. I think we definitely want, actually, Maybe we just want Path to Perils. All right, these are the cards we're interested in. Could bring in a counter or two for burn spells, but probably not necessary. One card I'm not sure on is Undead Butler. I don't know if just like, I don't know if it's worth it, honestly. It's just like mill 3. We don't have many creatures to get back into our hand, which is a problem. I'm almost wondering if we should just cut Undead Butler. I'd like it. Oh, if you saw the Against the Odds when we were going off of Necro Duality, I like it in zombie decks, in like kind of value-y creature heavy old stick fingers decks. Not sure I like it in just straight up like Reanimator though. 2 life is a cost, although in theory, it saves us like 4 life or 6 life because we're not getting beat down by a creature for multiple turns. And I think Parasitic Grasp is kind of the all-star. Like, Parasitic Grasp gaining us life is huge. Path to Peril also hits most of their stuff. Maybe we'll go 1. Let's go 1 Grasp. We do have a lot of just incidental life gain, which I do like. 1 Grasp, 1 Null Priest, or anything like that. I'm playing Boros Reanimator with the Luca Planeswalker, with Ardent Elementalist, Tibalt's Trickery, and Teleportation Circle, and Archon of Emeria. Ooh, that is super spicy. Ardent Elementalist is the one that makes mana, right? That's the mana one. Why do you use Infernal Grasp over Baleful Mastery? I mean, there's not a lot of Planeswalkers. We can gain life and fill the graveyard. There's not a ton of Planeswalkers to hit. You get a Ren once in a while. And I don't like letting my opponent draw cards. I feel like that's a meaningful drawback. But maybe I'm wrong and I should just play. Maybe I should just play it. We have another new donation. Dion Xan, $5 donation. Hey Seth, would now be a good time to ask chat about how they feel about doing a donation stream for Epilepsy Foundation before Awareness Month ends on the 30th. Ooh, so DNX fans, unfortunately I still have not. I appreciate the donation very much. Unfortunately, I've still not really gotten a chance to dig into it. I do like the idea of it. So let me see what I can do. I have not forgotten about it. I've just been busy working on other things. But yeah, thank you for the reminder. News earlier is pretty crazy. They're offering a whole commander deck now. Yeah, do you think that's a good thing? My only concern is the more they do this, the more I worry about local game stores. That's always my concern with this stuff. Like, I don't know. If you are thinking, I've seen this on Arena. Here's the, well, we can Arena instant speed, or we can Faithful Mending at instant speed, so we can just do an Iron Opponent's End step. And then we don't want to like put Hullbreaker in the graveyard and get it sniped by Cemetery, whatever, Gatekeeper. All right, discard a Hullbreaker, discard a Faithful Mending, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. So gain a bit of life, discard some cards, untap, play the land. Well, we're going for it. No graveyard hate. No graveyard hate. Please experience our wrath, opponent. Land. Come on. Watch him have Tibalt's Trickery. That would get us. In this draw, double feature is LGS only, at least. Yeah, but it's also like the most disappointing product they've printed in years. I mean, in my opinion, if you like it, not trying to take anything away from that, but in my opinion, I think that double feature is like super disappointing. Well, we're down to 8. Land on, I guess, blue. Return a Hullbreaker to the battlefield and see if we live, see if we... Wow, gift subs for days. Charlie Trotter handing out a ton of gift subs, like literally a ton. Going to Lazar Stacks, Icarus Wolf, Cassidy, Quiet Spell, Michael, Taiwu, Chashmere, Meet Reality, Decapacody, and Sherbelia Original. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much. Oh, we're dead, right? Not quite dead. We go to 5, we block. Wait, did they use Chandra yet? Are they trying to kick it? That doesn't work that way. Opponent goes attacking. Well, kill the adversary. Go to 1. Okay. How can we do this? How can we live? Thank you for all the gift subs, by the way. Hey, Seth. Oh, my goodness. I've been wanting to build Affinity and Modern, but nervous about buying into Urza Sagas. Do you think it's necessary for the deck? I don't think it's necessary. We've played... hey, thank you so much, Charlie Trotter. I appreciate the kind words and the gift subs. So we've played Budget Affinity, which definitely cannot afford it, and it's still very good. So... 1 life. Well, play the Celestis. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Play the Celestis. Bounce Chandra. Land on blue. Oh, past the turd. Oh, this is gonna be close. No burn spells, please. No burn spells. Yeah, we can mend. We mend to instant speed is the plan. So you go to play Chandra. We mend. We bounce Chandra. Opponent. Oh, okay. Opponent attacks. Oh boy. All right, hull break. So we need to block. Kill the pit fighter. Faithful mending. No burn. No burn. No burn. Bounce the adversary. Oh no. MDF seed. We got MDF seed. Yaki, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, we got MDF seed hard. Maybe we keep the Null Priest and leave out the Infernal Grasp. Like, Null Priest on the play is just like a fine blocker. This list looks a lot like my Solar Fire list with Sluggish Norn. Yeah, that's a most brutal burn spell. If you're gonna get me with a burn spell, that's fine. But with an MDFC, that feels so cheaty. It's a land. Why are we getting burnt out by lands? Oh, I had this brilliant idea today, chat. Oh, we're gonna mulligan. I had this brilliant idea that Wizards should start making edible Magic cards. I think it would actually be... Yeah, we got ports in here. Have you ever had like a game night and you've had to go and get stacks and it's such a hassle? Could you imagine if Wizards sold like a commander deck like the Secret Lair one that was edible, and then when you upgraded and got rid of a card, you could just have the leftovers as a snack? Or like, instead, I have so much bulk in my closet. Like, if that could be a snack rather than just filling up my closet, that would be wonderful. I think we're close. We got double face cards. We got those new. Did you see the peel card? We didn't talk about that. That happened. We didn't talk about that at all. Did you see the card that peels into another card? Let's see, blue. Wait, we want to play this on white. White, black, blue. All right, play this on white. Did you see the card that peels off? Yeah, let me see if I can find the video. Like, I don't even know what's going on anymore with these Secret Lair drops. They're like over the top. The Golf Course Plains is not actually a Plains, I don't think. Like, it's a sticker, sort of, that peels off into a pain land, I guess. I don't even know if, like, do you think it's all the same card under there? Could it be random cards? They're getting crazier and crazier with these lair drops. Like, it is getting more and more insane. My dog will eat all of your bulk cards. Oh, don't worry, Mr. Poopy Butthole. My dog will also eat all of my cards. I kind of wish that he had acquired a taste for human blood instead of Magic cards. That would have been easier. What did you just watch? Yeah, I don't know. Apparently that Secret Lair drop card is not actually a card. It's a sticker, and there's a real card hiding underneath. The Secret Lair Commander deck is real. Yeah, so I don't even know. I don't even know what is going on with this Secret Lair card. Opponent. Falcon Wrath Pit Fighter. Sure. So I think we kill this and just play Celestis. Oh, we need to get a big thing on the battlefield before we're dead. In case you were wondering about the game plan, I think that's it. Hey, what's up, Javeldared? How are you? I'm actually, how many Secret Lairs have I bought? One, I think, two. I got the Bob Ross lads, and I think that might be it, unless I bought one like 2 years ago that I don't remember when they first came out, but I normally don't buy them, although I kind of wonder if I should buy them more. Just because a lot of them are looking like they ended up being good value financially. So I almost wonder if I should have bought more of them just as a investment, quote unquote. Not because I actually want them or care about them. What's the most expensive card your pet is eating? My dog ate a Saracen. So far, I've managed to keep Bear to just eating bulk, I think, as far as I know. Unless there's something he's eaten that I haven't noticed yet. But yeah, so far he's mostly just eating bulk, thankfully. The effing bird one is sweet. The grandma's birds. Ooh, we get a free cell, it says. All right, something big in the graveyard. We'll take a Toxrill. Vanishing Verse, eh? Well, we will discard a Pathway. Well, let's keep flipping day to night. The Celestis. Loot. See, Celestis is really good. You're gonna have to buy the. I mean, I was surprised at how good the price was, honestly. Like, I know $100 isn't cheap. I'm not trying to say that, but compared to Secret Lairs that are like 3 cards for $30, I actually thought I was expecting them to charge more. Let's put it that way. I was expecting the Commander deck to be a lot more. What is the best MTG product to come out in the past 5 years? Ooh, that's a great question. There's been so many that it's hard to keep up on. Right now we are reanimating Celestis is. Oh, that's okay. No Cemetery Gatekeeper, please. Or Cemetery whatever. No. None of that. Anything but that. Opponent. Mounted. Okay. Opponent has the right card. Gets in for 1. Oh, that is brutal. Well, Path of Peril. Sweep the board. Pass the turn. Oh, we were so close. Who plays Graveyard Hate? Reckless Stormseeker. Exile that. Oh, that is another one. All right. Loot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably safer to not reanimate it at this point. I think we're just better off doing it fairly. I mean, we're at 19 life because of the Celestis, which is kind of insane. Like, we're up against Mono Red Burn, and we're at 19 purely because of this artifact. Moonveil Regent. Well, all right, opponent. Toxrill, can you beat it? Slug you. It's so big. There's no way. The only thing I'm worried about is them stealing it. That would be bad for us. Hit take. Best Magic product to come out, at least since I started playing, was BattleBot. You know what? Let's see. I wonder if there's a list of this anywhere. I'm kind of curious because I feel like I'm forgetting things. Like, it's probably not a standard set, There's so many supplemental products. Battle Bond was a good one. I think Jumpstart was a really cool product. It's not a product that's like super for me, but I think it was a really good product that is good for a lot of people and a lot of people really loved. Yeah, Celestis is way better than I think. Hey, Seth, writing a mail to send this for the fish tank. But since I'm already here, take a look. Ooh, let me take a peek. Opponent blows up our Celestis. Annoying. Slime you. Play a port. I really wanted that Celestis. No attacks. Slime you. I mean, we're gonna kill this Moonville Regent, finally. Our opponent can burn us, but we're still at 60. This is down to a 1-1. And then how do you beat this Slug? How do you beat this Slug? Ooh, oh yeah, Mystery Boosters probably has an argument for it. All right, opponent is going to hit our Toxrill. I mean, even if they kill it, as long as... Oh, if this gets Spikefield Hazard, I'm going to cry. If this is like a Braid Spikefield Hazard or something, oh no. Oh, or maybe our opponent is not good at counting to 7. I feel like our opponent thinks they can kick Royal Eruption for free if it's not coming from their hand. Oh, all right. Well, the slug is enough. The slug is enough. Oh, you can sack it. Oh, wait. Can you sack it to its own ability? Is that actually a thing you can do? I didn't realize that. Good call, because we had more reanimation. I'll definitely keep that in mind for next time. I did not realize you could sack it to its own ability. I just assumed it was another slug. Suzuki, hey, what's up, Sushi? 1 year resub. How's life? How are things going? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want your edible card recipe, Magikarp. You're the one person who I want the card recipe, but I don't have edible cards, but I do have edible food. You want to hear? Of course, Magikarp. This is one of my favorite parts of the stream is hearing what awesome thing you've cooked up recently. Good call, Lutzy. Well, we will sag it to itself next time. Oh my god, Toxrill is brutal. We played first Commander Clash with Crimson Vow today, and Crim, of course, snapped off Toxrill, and whoo. Who introduced me to Magic? Well, 1 second. Let me see. Let's see what this recipe is. 1 pot spicy eggs and potatoes with homemade tomato simmer sauce, kale, potatoes, eggs, and creamy goat cheese. Ooh. I'm not a big goat cheese eater, but that actually sounds really good overall. I like it. Getting back into Magic. Nice. How's Arena? Pretty good. Standard is much better than it was, I think. Any good recommendation guide for a beginner? For a beginner to Magic? So, I would recommend... Ooh, Golgari. Oh, did we play the wrong land? We definitely played a land that did not give us the option to leave up Faithful Mending. Huh, probably. So, I would check out the YouTube channel. I really need to make a introduction to Arena video. I have multiples for Magic Online, but I think it would be beneficial to have a Arena version. So, but yeah, I would start there. There's a lot of stuff on the MTG Goldfish YouTube, and then I'm sure there's other guides out there that I'm not familiar with as well. And I'll definitely keep it in mind that I think it could be. This is Magic Online, or. Just kidding. This is Magic Arena. Magic Online is where we play Modern mostly in Legacy, but Standard we play on Magic Arena. You would recognize Magic Online most likely. It looks much older than this one. Huh. Well, Stormseek's got to go. Too much damage. Play that. Play Pathway Odd Black. Pass the turn. Introduction to Arena. Keep your PayPal ready. Yeah, that is kind of the TLDR. Or get good at draft. That's the other option. Bear's doing super well. He's sleeping right now, which means he's not eating Magic cards for a moment, which is wonderful. That is good in my book, buddy. That's been the big challenge. He's still a very chewy little puppy. Could you do a short video on the MTGO promo, because I'm extremely interested in that? Ooh, so I don't know if I'll do a whole video for the YouTube, but if there's anything you would like to know, I would say just send me an email and I will do my best to respond. Any chance to do some streams about the YouTuber voice in the future? I don't know why people dislike, well, I mean, if you dislike my voice, it's a matter of taste, but I don't know why people think that my voice is not real or forced. The problem with the idea of not doing it in a YouTuber voice or something is mostly that I don't realize that I am and I'm just talking. So it's not like I sit down to do a stream and I'm like, oh, I'm going to talk this way. I just sit down to a stream and I get excited and we're talking and everything's going on and that's how it comes out. So Sir Elks, welcome to the Fishbowl for this second month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. How you doing, by the way? Check out this Storm Chaser Drake deck. Ooh, let me take a peek. Oh, I got another one to look at too. So one has 1 mana. I guess that means it's Toxrill time. Land on black. Kick it. Null Priest. A little Vampire Reanimation. A little Slug on the battlefield. Some counters on the dorks. And Toxrill's really good against creature decks. Undead Pod. Speaking of Pod, this actually looks super fun. Zombies. I'm definitely going to play Modern Zombies in the near future. Are we dead? Sort of. Toxrill's dead. Okay. Definitely going to play some Modern Zombies in the near future. And I think the pod plan is a sweet way to go about it. Bant Magecraft. I think Storm Chaser Drake definitely has potential. It does seem good in the Magecraft deck. I wonder if what is the bad feather thing? The Strixhaven white mythic that lets you cast spells from the graveyard if it targets your stuff. I wonder if that could be worth it in some number. But no, that looks sweet, Sir Elks. Opponent getting frisky. I'll block the Sentinel. Drop to 10-ish. Oh, okay. 1, 2. Well, I mean, get back a Toxrill. Counters on the dorks. Please let it live for a turn until this thing dies. About it. Untaps. When the world goes back to normal, you will have to visit Australia. I would love to visit Australia, Dave. Australia's always looked really sweet to me. I've never, other than, let's see, I went to Canada. I've been to Canada before, which I guess makes sense because I'm super close to it. Not recently, but I've been to Canada before, and then I've been to Mexico in the distant past. Never really traveled outside of North America, though. Opponent, gonna grow the Goldspan. Gonna go attacking. Well, this is a problem. So we kill the Stormseeker, get a Slug. More Toxrills. Well, Faithful. Mending. Discard. Play a land. Oh. We need to find an answer for this. Thirst for Discovery. Discard. I'll go to combat. Hit ya. Well, at least we're shrinking it. That is good news. Goldspan down to a 2/2. Opponent still has treasures for days, though. Costa Rica would be sweet. I have some good friends that are from Immers from Predator that are from Nicaragua. So heading down towards like Central or South America could be fun. I've never been down there. Oh no. All right, the hand is empty. Can we overcome? Here they come. This is a big attack. Opponent haste up the dragon. Can Toxrill carry? Opponent hits us for 6 for 7. We do get to gain life back. This is going to die. Wow, this is going to be ridiculously close. Yeah, eats the Toxrill. Gets a treasure. We take a beating. Oh boy. Piskoski, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you. So, so let's say I want to take a trip outside of North America. Where would you recommend going? All right, so these get small. Let's sack a slug, draw a card. I don't know what kind of answer we can find here. We can gain a bunch of life. That's something. Good old Undead Butler. Well, Faithful Mending. 1, 2, 3. Faithful Mending, gain some life. Discard. Oh boy. Okay, we gotta think about this. Scandinavia, Philippines, Australia. I figured you would say that, Aussie Dave. Please come to Brazil. If I make it, I'll definitely look you all up. What do I want to do see on the trip? That's a problem. I'd probably just play Magic. So that kind of kills the point of traveling. So let's see. This is gonna be. We can deal with this hopefully. 1, 2, 3. I mean, if our opponent top decks, it's probably gonna kill us. All right, discard. Faithful Mending. Discard. So we're gonna get 1 slug. Shipwreck Marsh. Undead Butler. Mill some cards. Oh, this is ridiculously close. Mill. I don't think we can attack. Can we attack? So if we attack, what's the worst thing our opponent... This is going to survive. Our opponent can haste in something. We're going to have 1 ground creature. Block. Yeah, I guess we can attack. Get in, hit ya. Yeah, might as well. Would you recommend crafting Toxrill? I mean, so I think there's a chance Toxrill is playable in a deck like this, or it's definitely a good like Brawl or Commander style card. So if you're interested in Brawl, it goes up in value. I would not say it's one of the top tier. I would say it's like a second tier. Wow, that's unfortunate. Jeez. I feel like that happens a lot, that I feel like I stabilize and then someone top decks two Goldspans in a row, and that's that. Oh, that was brutal. I feel like we played that reasonably well, but not good enough. Well, that is a little concerning that... Ooh, Finland, that would be sweet. That is a little concerning that we had a Toxrill down for a big chunk of that game and we did not win that game. That is definitely something that makes me nervous. Stormbreath Dragon. How do we do this? Yeah, I think we're gonna cut Undead Butler. I think Undead Butler's... So what's your suggestion, chat? After this game, we're gonna cut Undead Butler. What is your suggestion for a replacement? I feel like Undead Butler is just not gonna cut it. Yeah, Soul Shatter. That is a good answer to the dragon in specific. That looks a little slow. All right, well, we'll keep. We will put Undead Butler to the bottom since we're gonna cut it anyway. All right, all the tap lands. Well, tap land go. Valky could be interesting. Maybe there's a good point to dump all the small creatures and put in more control removal. Yeah, I mean, I guess just more removal would be fine. And just trust that, like, Faithful Mending, Celestis, and Thirst will fill our graveyard. Like, I feel like Undead Butler is just redundant and doesn't do enough. Your deck is so expensive, why don't you put some cards in it to pull from your graveyard? I mean, that's what Like reanimation spells, like return upon the tide. Yeah, we have a bunch of those, if that's what you mean. More reanimation targets. So you think we're too light on reanimation? Yeah, we got 6 big things about it. Manually tapping for a Storm Seeker. Well, I mean, kill it, hopefully. All right, Stormseeker down for now. Yeah, what what would you suggest for reanimation targets? Go for Valky. Just to play as like a big planeswalker. I mean, planeswalkers are strong. Well, let's foretell and pass. We can Faithful Mending, try to get something big in the graveyard. Meat Hook would give us a little more removal and life gain. Yeah, if we were 2-color Blood on the Snow could be sweet. Meat Hook has a lot of mana, but oh god, of course. Goldspan Dragon. Uh-oh. That is a Stone Whiff. Okay. Opponent gains life, gets in with Goldspan. I mean, there's something to be said for just slamming hasty threats like Goldspan Dragon and attacking as far as trying to win games. Well, okay. Kill your Goldspan, give you a bunch of mana. Goldspan's so good. That card is so good. Play the land past the turn. Yeah, Coma could be fine. Hey, what's up, Archburglar Lord? How are you? The new Hexproof Werewolf. The new Hexproof Werewolf is sweet. I don't know if it's strong enough to be something we want to try to reanimate. It's only 6 mana, so there's not really much of a discount. And it's only a 4/4. I think the Werewolf is at its most... we're not gonna be able to beat 2 Goldspans in a row. Not going to happen. Well, that's unfortunate. Opponents proven their ability to draw Goldspans early and often. About it. Yeah, I mean, Valky's fine, but I don't really know how it synergizes with our deck in specific. We don't really have the colors of mana. Like, we have Celestis to maybe cast the backside. The front side is, I think, only okay. Faithful Mending. Yeah, I think we're just done, though. Well, all right. If we hit a big thing, we can't discard it. Okay. I mean, I assume it's going to die, but... I'll play a land on black. Return upon the tide. Get back the Toxrill. Opponent has nearly infinite mana at the moment. Okay, well, we managed to slime away a thing. That's something. That's a good news. A bit of good news. Yeah, Burning Rune Demon could be sweet. Sludge Monster is sorcery speed, though. Like, it doesn't stop us from getting smacked by Goldspan. And then it needs to stay on the battlefield to do anything. I think the synergy of Sludge Monster and Toxrill is sweet. I like how it speeds up the Wrath mode. And I do think it has potential. But I don't know if it's a good Goldspan answer, honestly. Maybe cut some Mendings in Thirst. I think we cut Undead Butler. That's a card I think that's getting cut. I think Mendings and Thirst are good. Like, I think those are the cards that let us get our things in the graveyard. I think those are the best ways by a pretty decent margin. So I don't know if I really want to cut those, but I definitely think Undead Butler is not worth it in this deck. Now that we've played with it a bit. Duplicate Demon, we need things to sack, though. Wow, opponent's using up the clock. I don't know if they're thinking about something, or... This Lair of the Hydra is a little frightening with 6 mana of treasures hanging around. About it. Exiles our graveyard. Also annoying. There is a bit of graveyard hate. Would Mulch be a good card to fill the yard? Jeez, I've never met a human being as good at drawing gold spans as Gabby 940. I mean, that is the story of this match. Is like, what can we even do about that? Our opponent is just like the master of top decking gold spans, and those gold spans are making us die. Yeah, it kind of feels like our opponent has 20 gold spans. That's for sure. About it. I mean, Toxrill's doing its best, but Toxrill can't keep up with a hasty 4/4 that costs 2 or 3 mana every turn. That's how I got his last game, too. When we stabilize, they just top deck the gold span. Why no attacks? I'm worried about this Lair of the Hydra murdering us. The opponent goes to combat. Like, if they kill the little thing and then Lair of the Hydra, we're in serious trouble. Alright, so we get to block. We get to sack to draw a card. I mean, Toxrill is doing work. It's just, is it doing enough work to get through multiple Goldspan dragons? Alright, more Reanimation. Down to 3. Kill a Goldspan. Get a Slug. Oh, we need those Faithful Mendings. Those would have been good. I mean, Toxrill is giving us hope. Another land. I'll play the land. Pass the turn. Kill a Goldspan. I'm just worried about hasty. Our opponent has a lot of hasty threats. The good news is we've gotten through a lot of Goldspan, so hopefully there's no more of those. I mean, we got through 3. Opponent. Passing. Okay. Toxrill. Yeah, there's no Slug Monster in this deck. I don't know. I think that Sludge Monster Toxrill is a cool idea. I don't know what I think about playing it in Reanimator, though. Alright, sack 1. Alright, well, a counter's fine. That can help keep us alive. I still really don't feel like we can afford to attack. It's just so risky. Yeah, pass the dirt. Like, we need the option to chump block with Toxrill. We need the option about it. I think we need to keep one around, though, because of the Lair of the Hydra. So we also want to have a chump blocker for the Lair of the Hydra. Another Toxrill. Oh, we need a way to fill the grave. I would take Undead Butler right now, honestly. That Go Blank got us pretty good. Well, put a counter on the nothingness, pass the turn. 3 life is not a ton. You have to win the game at some point, just giving them more turns to find another dragon. Well, they only got 1 more dragon, and we have a wash away, so I don't think we're going to get got by Storm Breath. The problem is if we attack, like, we're asking to die. We attack, our opponent kills the Slug, attacks with Lair of the Hydra, and we're dead. I feel like that's just so risky. We would like our opponent to play some sort of creature so we can make more Slugs, or for us to draw a way to fill our graveyard. Either one of those would be really good. Wow! Oh my goodness. Holy 50 gift subs. Crunchy. I don't even know if I can read this many. Oh my god. Well, speaking of Velky, I don't even know if I can read this many names. That is a ridiculous number. Welcome to the Fishbowl, everyone. All 50 of you. That's like the 5% of the people currently in the stream. Welcome, y'all, and huge thank you to Crunchy. I'm not even gonna try it. Spend the next 10 minutes reading every name. But thank you so much, Crunchy. That is amazing. Port of Karnfeld. Well, we will play it. All right, pass the turn. We need a way to fill our graveyard. Unfortunately, we lost our counter, which makes me very, very scared. That puts us in a really, really fragile position. Opponent untaps. Our get out of jail free card is gone. Opponent land. Passing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's very good. things might be taking a turn in our favor. Can we come on. If they top deck Goldspan this turn and we lose, I'm gonna be so sad. We need one turn to get down Hullbreaker, and then we have more defense. About it. We're almost turning the corner. Almost. Yeah, it mills, but the odds of it hitting are not super high. Like, I think activating it with 0 creatures in the graveyard is pretty risky. I mean, we might if we're just super desperate, but we don't have that many things to reanimate. All right, Hullbreaker down. That's good news. Opponent has Inferno Grasp. Well, that's fine. We can reanimate it. Now we're definitely interested in port. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, this is probably just better. Return upon the tide. Get back Hullbreaker Horror. We still can't really attack because they can block with the Lair of the Hydra. So awkward. What a weird situation. I'll play the we still can't attack, but we can cast the Vanishing Verse to bounce something if we need to. Yeah, it'll just win. All right, maybe next turn. Counters on things. These treasures are doing it. Wait, what are we getting yelled at by punting? Lair does not. Unfortunately, lands are colorless technically, so Vanishing Verse cannot get it. All right, well, go to combat. Get in with Toxrill. Worst case, this makes our opponent sack treasures if they want to make it big enough to block. Opponent takes it. Play a land on black. Or blue. Play it on blue. A little nervous. All right, pass the turn. Slime counter. Oh, we attacked! We did it! I don't know if it's correct, but okay, now we die. Inferno Grasp. Oh, chat. I blame you, chat. I blame everyone who said you gotta attack. Chris, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Okay, we live somehow. Well, port. Definitely sacking that. Definitely getting back a Hullbreaker. Okay. Whew. All right, chat. I take it back. We're good. Vanishing Verse can't kill the Hydra. I'm so confused. Why do you think it can kill the Hydra? Oh, it actually gives it a color when it turns on. All right, yeah, you might be correct then. Oh, well, now we're good. Now this is over. All right, I think you might be correct. I'll give you that one, chat. I'll give you that one. How frisky are we feeling? Maybe not quite that frisky. I mean, I guess this makes our opponent do. You know what? We're feeling that frisky. Infernal Grasp. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Opponent kills it. They drop to 3. We reanimate Hullbreaker again. All right, chat. All right, I think you're right. I think you are correct. It took a few yells, but we got there. We'll give it a shot. See what happens. I think we'd rather save the bounce spell for something this turn because we can just reanimate the horror anyway. And our opponent could just keep recasting the removal spell. They have enough mana that they're going to be able to kill it. And then we're down a instant that we can cast to stop a Storm Breath or something. Oh, okay. That was not quick, but we got there. 50 gift subs is kind of insane. Oh no. donation message. Oh, I just saw it. All right, I found it. I found it in Streamlabs. Icy Duck, $3 donation. Are you really going to make me donate for you to see this? Hydra becomes a green creature. Are you sure? Are you sure, Icy Duck? Do you actually think that works? Do you actually think it works? Maybe it might. Thank you so much for the donation. Oh, I haven't been calling it Storm Breath. You know why? It's because I told you I was working on an article about the modern ban list and what could come off of the modern ban list. And one of the things I did, I gotta pull up these lists because it makes me so happy. We're gonna go on a little mini rant about the good old days. Let's see, what card was I looking up? I think it was Birthing Pod. I think I was looking at Birthing Pod. Just take a look at Modern in 2015. Oh my goodness, what a time to be alive. Things have changed so incredibly much. Just let me see if I can pull up a couple of these lists, because it's a thing of beauty. It really truly is beautiful. Just the stuff that was going on back then from a competitive perspective. These are like the best decks that were going on in the format. I think let me see. Oh, this one. Oh man, look at this deck. This is top tier Modern. This is top tier Modern circa 2015. Look at this list. Junk. Look at this deck. 4 Tarmogoyfs, 4 Siege Rhinos, some Scavenging Oozes. Play some Corsair Crewfix. Got to get that land off the top value. For removal, we're playing Slaughter Packs. We got some Lingering Souls, some nice fair Lingering Souls. Like, look at the deck. People are actually playing these just like super fair. It looks so quaint. It looks so quaint compared to Modern today. Even looking at the Birthing Pod list, I was looking through the list. I was like, oh, that's so cute. Like, oh, you're winning on like turn 5, trying to get a 5-drop on the battlefield alongside a Spike Feeder. There's blue-white control that's using Consecrated Sphinx as a finisher. That was like a legitimate deck back in that era. Like, seriously, it was really truly using Consecrated Sphinx in Modern. That was a real thing that was happening. Man, we're still getting the sub countdown. So yeah, I've been a little nostalgic for old Modern. But the article, I don't think it'll be up this week because I want to make a video to go with it. But I fully think that that Birthing Pod should be unbanned. That is wow. There's the donation message finally. That is the TLDR. Birthing Pod, I think, is very, very, very safe to unban in current Modern. There's much more to it than that. Sludge Monster. People really want to see Sludge Monster. I mean, we can add Sludge Monster. I like Sludge Monster with Toxrill. Oh no. Well, okay, sure. I mean, we got Vanishing Versus literally for days. I do like Sludge Monster with Toxrill. I'm just not sure about playing in a Reanimator deck. That's kind of the sticking point for me, is I'm just not 100% sure it's a card that we want in Reanimator. I could imagine playing some sort of like blue-black control deck or mid-range deck that was taking advantage of that. But that's kind of the issue, is Sludge Monster, its synergy with Toxrill is cool, but as a card, as a standalone card, I think it's just like not quite good enough to actually, oh dear. Oh god. That's a problem. That is not what you want to see when you have a handful of Vanishing Versus. Not even a little. And it exiles the graveyard. Oh, this is our worst nightmare come true. About it. Magda, okay. So our plan for beating this is one of our reanimation targets, I guess. Untap land. Stormseeker. Well, Vanishing Verse does kill that. Opponent. Immersion Predator's really good against our deck because it's multicolored. Opponent gets in, hits us. You know what? We'll add Sludge Monster to the deck just so we'd see. We'll try it. We're gonna cut Undead Butler anyway. We'll try it. I can't promise that it'll stay in there, but maybe it's the truth. Like I said, I do think the synergy with Toxrill is sweet. I just worry that it's not good enough without Toxrill, but yeah, I don't know how we get out of this one. Well, day becomes night. We get to loot. Yes, please. Back to 20. Discard a Thirst. Play a land. Pass the turn. Loot with the Celestis. Celestis is the actual truth. Opponent. Well, I mean, the other issue is that it's 5 mana. And so it's pretty slow against aggro. It's kind of we're already dead against aggro. We'll see. We'll try it. We'll give it a try. About it. It's a removal that can't really hit anything. Oh, jeez. Wow, I think that's just game ending. Faithful mending. Yeah, I mean, I think we are fully in scoop mode now. Discard and discard. Graveyard wipe, hand wiped, Immerstrom Predator. Go Blank is really good against this deck. Opponent. So the big demon's cool, but the big demon I feel like, well, I guess it depends on what big demon we're talking about. The one that needs you to sack things, I feel like we don't have enough things to sacrifice. I feel like that one needs yeah, I mean we're super. There's no way we can get out of this now. Well, this was pretty poor running this game, and a Immerstrom Predator. All right. Well, you know what, chat? We're gonna try it. Hey, what's up, Gillum? How are you? We're gonna try the Sludge Monster. I can't promise it'll stay in for more than one game because I don't expect it to be good, but it is cute. And maybe it's way better than I expect because I haven't actually tried it. So you don't know till you try. I need a couple of tweaks. I've only played 2 weeks and I'm at Mythic. Ooh. Let me see, Average Joe. I mean, I do know we want to cut. We definitely want to cut Undead Butler, which is not good enough. And all right, let's give it a shot. Sludge Monster. So the synergy with Sludge Monster is essentially it makes things with slime counters 2/2s. So Toxrill can kill things much quicker, essentially, is the main thing that it does. So that's kind of the upside. So it is legitimately really good with Toxrill, and I guess we can ramp into it with the Celestis, which is sweet. Maybe we had. I mean, Celestis is so good. I feel like that's been the best card, one of the best cards in our deck. Maybe we go down one Null Priest and go up with Celestis, and then Do we need a different removal spell? I mean, in some sense, Immerstrom Predator is just an annoying card for most decks to deal with. Like, we have Infernal Grasp. I guess we could add, like, Soul Shatter is one of the better answers to the dragons. The problem is it's one of the worst removal spells against mono white and mono green in all the aggro decks. So that's kind of the downside. Maybe we can 1, 2, 3, 4 counters. So against control, we get 4 counters, and we get the Hullbreak Horrors, and we get the Go Blanks. You know what? Maybe we'll go 1 Hullbreak. Let's do that. Let's try 1 Hullbreaker Horror. Slaughter Specialist works. Yeah, I mean, Slaughter Specialist, I guess, is is funny if we keep our Toxrill out, but really, like, if we keep Toxrill on the battlefield, we're gonna win anyway. Like, we don't really need. I think the synergy's cool, and I think it'd be fun to build like a. Well, we're gonna get to see the most expensive hand in the world. If we keep Toxrill out, it's gonna win anyway. So making a oh boy. Well, yeah. Okay, opponent. Well, odds seem to be in favor of us being dead before we cast a spell with this hand. All right, game 2. Yeah, we got a ton of gift subs today. All right, bring in Inferno Grasp. Bring in, I guess, Parasitic Grasp. Oh. I guess we go down the path to perils maybe aren't good enough. I feel like cutting a sludge monster is probably worth it, but we're trying to figure out if it's got any shot of being good. Yeah, it was not even a little close. I mean, that's the thing. Sludge monster is 5 mana. 5 mana. That's a lot. That is many, many manas. Wow, that is so expensive. All right. Well, this will try. All right. Sludge Monster's Revenge. This is its chance. Actually, it might be getting discarded to Faithful Mending, but this could be its chance to actually show that it is a legitimate standard Magic the Gathering card. Let's see what it can do. Opponent goes attacking. I mean, I think maybe the perception might be a little skewed by that game against Stormbreath or Goldspan, because I don't think you play against Goldspan that often, really. The meta has shifted quite a bit. I mean, we probably have to discard the Sludge Monster. Sorry, buddy. You might be coming back later. We'll see. There's a chance. There's some chance that you get reanimated. We will foretell Return Upon the Tide. I mean, we're getting back a Hullbreaker. We're getting back a Hullbreaker. Not as good as Toxrill, but it's pretty good. What? Wait. What did I not read? Uh-oh. What did I miss? What did I miss, Aussie Dave? Opponent smacks us for a bunch. Well, land. Hullbreaker. Reanimated. Pass the turn. Can you beat a 7/8 opponent on turn number 4? Hopefully not. Dorothea on Toshiba seems sweet in Tokyo. Wait, what are you gonna put it for, Difod? Wait, no, you want to get back Sludge Monster? Over Hullbreaker? Wait, is everyone punning because they wanna? No. Really? You want to get back Sludge Monster instead of? I think that is insanity. Those are the craziest things I've ever heard. I don't think there's any way you want to get back Sludge Monster over Hullbreaker. Hullbreaker is like about 1,000,000 times stronger. Opponent has 8 Snakeskin Veil. And, I mean, I do want to see a Sludge Monster, but I also would like to win a game or two. Given a choice, winning a game or two would be nice. Opponent. Huh. The opponent's like... Alright, we will exile this. Wow, this card... Hullbreaker is kind of brutal. Bounce your 5-drop. We are going to keep doing that, opponent. I have bad news for you. Fred. Opponent passes. Oh, and a Faithful Mending. Well, we will... You know what? I think we start attacking. Let's attack. Let's smack ya. Down to 10. Hullbreaker is insane. It's insane. Celestis. Loot us up some goodies. Yes, please. Back up to 16. We'll discard a Faithful Mending. Oh, opponent. Hullbreak is brutal. It really is. Arsonist. I don't think we want to be doing that, opponent. I mean, I guess we are. We are letting them repeatedly grow their Ascendant pack leaders, so we're kind of helping them. Ooh, there's Toxrill too. Discard and discard. Gain a bit of life. You know, let's just put an end to this. Exile this. Bounce this. Pick it up, pick it up. Scoop it up, scoop it up. Maybe there should be more hull breakers. I mean, we got 2 in the main and 2 in the side. It really depends on the matchup, and it really depends on our hand. It worked out well that game because we had a bunch of stuff we could cast. We just got it down so early that it was absurd. But it really depends on the matchup a little bit. I think Toxrill's better against a lot of creature decks, and Hullbreak's way better against control decks. But that was a blowout. So what do you think about this deck? Should we keep playing it, or do you want to try something else? Do you want to try one of the backups? I really want to go off with the Storm deck, but I don't know. It's one of it might be a flump. It might be a flump where we lose a lot of games before it happens. But if it ever happens, oh. Hey, what's up, Mana Source 123? This is a hand that kind of ruined us in game 1. It's just too expensive. Well, that's not gonna do it. All right, well. Concerning. Very, very concerned. But we'll try it. About it. Have you played Colorless Historic Ramp lately? I haven't played Colorless Historic Ramp in quite a while. Hey, what's up, Jonathan Stowe? Well, land on blue. Foretell. I mean, we can get down Toxrill in 2 turns. Is that even going to be fast enough with us being on the play? I'm actually not even sure. Or being on the draw. I'm actually not sure. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Wait, Manosaurus 123. You're not. Oh my god. Okay, sure. All right, so I think that match shows what is a pretty good example of the problems with. I think that match is a pretty good example of why Sludge Monster might not be doing it. It's just so slow. Yeah, Stormseeker. If it flips and comes down on turn. If it flips and comes down on turn 3 flipped, it is insane. It is so, and our opponent even had the lore to go with it, which is doubly insane. Third time's a charm. Hey, Seth. You know, I always bring spicy decks. I'm 10-1 with this brew I did with Bant Toski deck. The spice is I put Dorothea and Shanna on Toski. Ooh, that does sound super spicy. Yeah, all right, we'll try it. Yeah, I mean, Toski with Dorothea's Retribution, that is a pretty sweet clock. I like it, Takoto. That's a cool synergy. Well, port, go. Yeah, it looks super sweet. Toski's a really good card. Opponent. I mean, we got a bunch of Path of Perils. Oh boy. All right. Well, here comes the extra turn spells, unfortunately. Oh boy. All right, Sludgy. All right, Sludgy. Time for you to show him the Celestis. Oh my god, I got your disruption. All right, we got the Sludge Monster. I think Sludge Monster can upgrade a bird token to a 2/2 for our opponent, so look out. Smoldering Egg. I'll play a land. Celestis. Foretell. Pass the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I mean, we got the combo. We got the combo. We got Sludge Monster Toxrill. Will it resolve? Will it live? There's the Epiphany or a counterspell. Opponent passes. We get to loot. We will discard the Toxrill. Well, land on blue and Sludgy Sludgerton. That's a 5/5. A 5/5 stats. When is the Vow BNR? No BNR's impending. I mean, I actually think Standard's in a pretty good spot. Epiphany is annoying when it shows up, but it's certainly not nearly as popular as it was before Vow release. So I actually think Standard has improved quite a bit just from Vow releasing. All right, opponent. Going to saw it coming. Sure. All right, well, that... I guess we can't really blame Sludge Monster for that, although... Oh boy. Here comes Goldspan again. About it. Well, maybe Reanimator's just not... maybe it's not good enough. Path to Peril, not super helpful. Play a land. Get back Toxrill. Pass the turn? Fading Hope. I mean, Path of Arrow could sweep if it resolved. I mean, the power of Goldspan is you get to leave up your counter spells with the treasure. Is it worth it to just kill the Smoldering Egg? I mean, we probably just get extra turn loop to death here. I don't know if the odds of this resolving are very high, but about it. I don't know. I expected they have a counter spell, but we'll see. About it. Elrond's Epiphany. Extra turn, and all right, fair enough. Oh god. Smoldering Egg. About it. Expressive Iteration. I'm gonna draw some cards. 4, 8, 9, 10. Opponent needs any spell. Ooh, Rug Epiphany. Interesting. Hits a land. Plays a land. Do you have any spell? Goes attacking. Gets a treasure. Down to 1. And Memory Deluge. Boy, Epiphany's so obnoxious. Do you think Necroduality would be fast enough for Modern? Competitively, no. I don't think so. As far as being like a top tier deck. But it's certainly something I'm looking forward to playing in Modern. I think we're gonna have to cut these Sludge Monsters. We'll give it one more match after this, but they are... I don't think Sludge Monster... It's just not doing it. It's just not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sludge Monster lovers. I know you love it. I know it's your favorite card ever. But it's just not doing it. I haven't had it on the board yet. Yeah, I mean, it just gets countered or killed or bounced. Sludge Monster is insane. In actual, like, Standard. I could see it being a reasonably good draft card. We'll give it another shot. We'll give it another shot. We won't give up on it yet. But I will say the early returns have not convinced me that I want to be sludge monstering over something that might be a little bit more cheaper and more efficient and able to interact with what our opponents are doing. I gotta do this now. Our opponent's tapped out. Discard and discard. Well, we'll see. Even if we get down Toxrill, you can just bounce it, though. Opponent. Passing. Well, play a land on blue. Vortal return upon the tide. Pass the turn. And if you ever return it when the opponent had a threat, you just neutralize the threat. Yeah, that's true. Although, it has to stay on the battlefield. Like, I think the question is from a more, like, I think it's a cool card. Like I said, and I do like the synergy with Toxrill. I think that's cute. But I think the question is, are you better off playing a 5-mana sludge monster, or are you better off playing like Inferno Grasp or something that's a Soul Shatter, something that's a little cheaper and deals with something forever, rather than something that's expensive and only deals with it if it stays on the battlefield? About it. One last bit of food. An Irish drink, my favorite alcoholic beverage, whiskey, and let it sit on a cinnamon stick and nutmeg overnight in Tupperware, then mix it with milk, honey, ice, and vanilla extract, stirred for mixing for honey and shaken for texture. Ooh. I'm not a big drinker, Magikarp, but that does sound pretty delicious. About it. Yeah, I think the Disturbed Spirit deck's actually pretty sweet. I think that deck's actually pretty good. About it. Using up the clock. Decides to foretell an epiphany. Well, faithful mending. We will discard and discard. Play a land. Pass the turn. Opponent taps. I hate getting drunk. I drink it for flavor. The flavor does sound pretty sweet. What modifications have you made, Nichuk? Actually, as we're playing this, a quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get it from over at cardkingdom.com. What is your opinion of this Golgari mid-range? Ooh, with Soruf. Well, play a land on blue. I might as well go blank, yeah, I guess. Soruf's an interesting card. How has Soruf the card been? I mean, I think it looks pretty sweet. I like the discard creatures. The discard creatures I think are good, especially against like control decks. Well, pass the turn. About it taps. But yeah, that's a cool idea, Arist. Opponent. Yeah, what is the name of your drink, Magikarp? I don't think so. I mean, there's nothing relevant in the graveyard, so we'd essentially be 2 for 2ing. I feel like we need this to stop things like extra turn loops and Goldspan Dragons, although I'm not feeling overly confident in our ability to resolve a spell. Or that spell to matter if we do. Like Toxrill, that's kind of the issue with Toxrill. Like this is one of the bad matchups for Toxrill. Hey, what's up, good Lord Montgomery? Thanks for all the content. Love the knowledge, positive attitude, butts, and of course the content. Well, thank you. Good to have you. Have you played with Cultivator Colossus? A bit. I think Cultivator Colossus is cool. You can definitely do some meme things where you try to just play as many lands as possible and go off with it, which I think is pretty cute. I think it's interesting. I think it's definitely interesting. All right, so We resolve a Toxrill. It puts counters on nothing. I mean, it is a clock-ish. Opponent. I assume they're trying to be able to protect a Goldspan with a counter, which we only got this wash away. Yeah, we would have much rather have Hullbreak Horror than Toxrill in this matchup. Toxrill is basically just pretty close to just a 7/7. Hey, what's up, Illusions Donate? Good to see ya. My opinion on making a fair extra turn spell would be one that gave you an emblem that kept you from taking any additional turns after the first one. So you get one extra turn, but that's it. I could see that. I wonder how you'd word that. I mean, I guess you just literally give an emblem. Opponent is using the clock. Mana form Hellkite. Okay. So I guess we're gonna have to trust that Toxrill is gonna handle this. Opponent. Counter on their Hellkite. We untap. More Toxrills. Also annoying that Toxrill's legendary. That is kind of a bit of a bummer. I mean, better for Commander, I guess, but overall, worse for us that our big reanimation target is legendary. Opponent. Vorinclex. I do love me some Vorinclex. There's a Goldspan Dragon. Oh, this is a tough one. Toxrill can sacrifice itself. Okay. I really don't know if it's worth fighting it. I lean towards trying to protect Toxrill. I think we're going to go that direction. I mean, it's bad. It's bad in a absolute sense. Like, either way, it's bad. But I think trying to keep Toxrill out is maybe our best bet. Down to 18. Opponent looking at the Toxrill. I mean, Toxrill will eventually eat it away. It's going to get through this mana form Hellkite pretty soon. Vanishing Verse isn't bad. I'll go to combat. Attack you with the Toxrill. Opponent down to 6. Eat the mana form Hellkite. Hopefully. I mean, maybe this Toxrill's just going to carry? Okay, get a Slug. And we have a Vanishing Verse, so we can try to answer this dragon if we need to. We got hope. I want to ask why MTG is not supporting the older version of macros you know something about. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what that means, honestly. Desi J, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. I don't know anything about macros, honestly. That's over my head, over my pay grade. Yeah, so I really don't know. All right, Malevolent Hermit. So opponent's trying to win now, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Thank you for the slugs. I mean, maybe Toxrill's kind of good against the extra turn loop. I don't know that. Sure, like, thank you. That was 7 mana. Give us 3 slugs or 2 slugs. That was the least painful epiphany I've ever experienced. Memory deluge. Almost tempted to counter that, but we're gonna let it go. We're gonna keep letting it go. Yeah, I don't know if our opponent thought that one through all the way. About it. Take a look at my best of one deck. Feels really cheaty playing all these best of one only cards. Ooh, Selesnya Lifegate. I want to play a Soul Sisters deck. I've messed around with one a little bit for budget Magic. Yeah, you definitely get some upgrades in best of one, like Hallowed Priest is another Johnny's Pridemate. So many Johnny's Pridemates. Although Hallowed Priest is not better than a Johnny's Pridemate, right? It's actually worse. But it's not in standard. Yeah, I've run into that a few times. Opponent gets in, hits us. Sure. I mean, this Toxrill is slowly eating away this Goldspan. It might be happening. I mean, if you want to cast an Epiphany, we're down. By all means, opponent, please Epiphany us. That actually worked. So Toxrill, if it remains on the battlefield, is actually kind of sweet against our opponent's deck. Oh, we probably need these negates too. Negates in. Maybe we go down the Null Priest. Huh. The other thing about reanimation, and I think something that has a lot of potential, is the best reanimation spell is actually Golgari. Diagraph Rebirth is like by far the best single target reanimation in standard. So I wonder if there's a way to make that happen. Like maybe the colors need to change. Well, all right. Sludge monster time. This is it. This is it, chat. This is it. Your boy's about to shine. Mono white Lifegate. Ooh, that looks solid. Average Joe. Oh yeah, there's I think that maybe the capitalization is messing up why these cards aren't showing up right, but yeah, Voice of the Blessed along with Hallowed Priest and a bunch of things that gain you life when something comes into play. That seems like a good way to win games of best of one for sure. Opponent. Well, I mean, the problem is the deck plays fade away a lot, so it's bounceable. They're not going to kill it, but we ran into it in game one that we got on the battlefield and there's like a 1 mana bounce it, and that kind of got us good. Bounce it, loop, extra turns, win. People do love their life gain decks in Historic. That much is for sure. I've never seen a group of people love anything the way Historic players love their life gain decks, I swear. Toxrill discarded, and it's probably got to be a little sludgy. All right, Toxrill sludgy. Doing a main phase to play around Malevolent Hermit. About it, Adepts. There's a Reddit thread about green-black Reanimator using Diagraph Rebirth. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Diagraph Rebirth is just it's 5 mana, so it's the same price as Return Upon the Tide naturally, and then you can flash it back, which is really strong. Like, a little bit like on Burial Rites almost. All right, opponent, gonna do some drawing. Plays a land, goes to combat attacks. Land on black. We want to be resolving these go blanks, but I think we gotta wait and try to deal with this Hermit, maybe. It's gonna be interesting. The go blanks could be really good. We'll see what our opponent does here. Land. Combat. Attacks. Down to 18. Are we playing the control game? Well, we're gonna cast this Faithful Mending, try to hit some lands. Yeah, Toxrill is sweet. I do also like Toxrill. Well, Faithful Mending. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, not hitting lands here is a straight up disaster. A disaster. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, so we did hit a land finally. Play this on blue. pass the turn. Gotta play us up. We got a handful of defense. The goal is to get to the point where we resolve these gold blanks and empty our opponent's hand. And if we can get to that point, then we're good to win. The scary thing is, this is the turn where Goldspan Dragon could come down. And we can't actually counter it with negate about it. Yeah, I don't know what operating systems interact right with Arena. I personally have never had trouble running it on any random thing, but I know there are requirements of some kind. So what do you think of the secret lair drops? We talked about a little bit at the beginning of the stream. What do you think of the lair drops? Are you picking any of them up? Also, chat, you gotta let me know, what is Arcane? I don't really understand what this is. Apparently it's a TV show. I've never seen it. Should I be seeing it? This is definitely crossovers done right, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. If you want to have 3 Dynamite be the Hex Core or whatever, I am perfectly fine with that. League of Legends animated series. Is it good? Yeah, Ristic Study reprint is a big one. It's really good. I mean, I do like animated series. Expressive iteration. Oh, I'm really tempted to try counter this. All right, let's Vanishing versus the Hermit. We're gonna get a little aggro here. Vanishing versus the Hermit. Opponent counters. Okay. Oh, is it too greedy? I don't know. We're going for it though. Would be really nice if we could hit a land here. That would make me happy. About it. Okay, has blue mana. Passes. Land. Okay, land. Go blank. Please try to counter it. About it. This resolving is big. It's big. It gets a Hermit from the graveyard. We drew the land to leave up negate. Wow, opponent just lets it go. Opponent just lets it go. Okay. Pass the turn. Opponent adapts. Are you gold spanning us? One more gold blank and our opponent's going to be out of action. Oh, we might be taking him down. And then we're getting towards this. Okay. Less good. Now, go blank. Get rid of the rest of your cards. Opponent saws its comings. Well, we gotta counter that. Oh, Goldspan's so busted though. Alright, well, opponent, hand is empty. But there's a Goldspan on the battlefield. Opponent hits us. If we draw Reanimation, chat, I will reanimate Sludge Monster. Faithful Mending. Gain a bit of life. Goldspan is just so snowbally. Yeah, the pixel lands are sweet. I like the pixel lands too. About it. Really, boy, opponents does think about a lot of things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll discard and discard. Play the land past the turn. Well, we will see. What is if our opponent top decks an Epiphany, we just die. I mean, we can reanimate with Port next turn. Okay, pass the turn. Opponent adapts. No epiphanies, please. About it. Hits us. Down to 10. Top deck's Epiphany. And good times were had by all. I mean, we're not literally lethal, but we're super far behind now. And we don't really have a way to get out of it. Maniform Hellkite. Wow, those... We emptied our opponent's hand, and they definitely drew 2 of their best possible cards in response. And yeah, that does it. We're dead. Sure, Faithful Mending. Well, that's a bummer. I feel like the story of this stream has been opponents top-decking Goldspan Dragons. Whenever we get our opponent empty-handed, the entire stream, they have followed it up by just top-decking Goldspan on their best cards. I think you already had it. It was considering foretelling it on your turn. Well, they were completely empty-handed after we got them with the go blank, so they did not have it when we emptied their hand 2 turns ago. Why are all the decks you're playing the same? Yeah, we have played against Epiphany more tonight, which is a discomforting sign about Standard. I will say, swap white for green. Well, Sludge Monster's gotta go, unfortunately. I'm sorry, we tried it. It's just not quite there. If we switch to green, I don't know if this actually improves. Well, we'll see. So you'd have to play Mulch to fill the graveyard. Then you'd have Diregraph Rebirth as Reanimation. But then what are you trying to return to play? That's the question. Yeah, Secret Lair Dark cards are super good. Masked Vandal? Old Stickfinger. So the thing about Old Stickfinger, I think Old Stickfinger is at its best in a deck with more creatures. Yeah, maybe it's fine. We can try it. So you can play Old Stickfinger. And then play... We gotta have removal, though. What's the best removal option? Losing Vanishing Verse is pretty painful. Vanishing Verse is really good. I guess we also lose Path to Peril. So Path to Peril's gotta go. So we definitely need a bunch more removal if we're gonna go this direction. And probably sweepers? So there's targeted removal. Meog Massacre is good. It's pretty expensive. Yeah, that's kind of the issue, is it's really slow against... If you can support it with other sweepers, it's very good. But by itself, it's just so much mana to kill most of the relevant threats. I mean, Blood on the Snow is probably the best option, but it doesn't really reanimate anything. Yeah, I don't know. What is this Golgari Graveyard deck we have? Oh, that's something very different. Jund Reanimator. What was this? Oh, this is with Olivia's and so forth. And very ambitious mana base of tap lands. Yeah, I don't think we've actually played that deck. Maybe... Yeah, Extinction Event's gone now. So what do you think? Do you want to keep working on Solar Flare, or do you want to try one of the other decks, like the Abzan Token deck, the Green White God deck, the Storm deck, which I tell you probably isn't going to win it all, but could someday? Can you bypass the restriction? Yeah, Crippling Fear I like in the sideboard. You want to try the token deck? All right, well, we can try the token deck. We haven't really played much Kaya. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. So this deck, I think this deck is a hybrid deck that I did some tuning on, and also I believe was initially a viewer submitted deck. So this is essentially a Kaya deck. And the main idea is to go off with Kaya. There's a bunch of planeswalkers that make tokens. It's trying to make Kaya good. So you have Kaya that can curve into Azeka's Cherry and make more tokens, or Sorin to make more tokens, or Lolth to make more tokens, or Ren and Zevin to make more tokens. And one of the cooler things you can do with the deck is go off with treasures. If you can ever get multiple Kaya activations, and I almost think finding a way for the 4th Kaya might be worth it, because if you can like tick down a Kaya and tick down a Kaya, then all of a sudden your Deadly Dispute becomes free. You're spending 2, getting 2. Your Skullpoint Merchant is 1 mana, so you can do some really crazy things where you're like, Deadly Dispute, sack a Shambling Gas, get 4 treasures, you're actually generating mana, and that's kind of the concept essentially of the Treasure Storm deck that we're not playing at the moment. I'm going to export this really quick so you can look at it. But that's basically Abzan tokeny Kaya value. So let's give it a shot. We haven't really played Kaya decks at all, and I think that Kaya is intriguing. The -2 in specific, I think, is an ability that makes Kaya kind of exciting. I played against this yesterday. They ran Storm the Festival, and it was very good. Well, that's not a good hand. Yeah, Storm the Festival could be good in this deck. Was it an Abzan deck? Or... Didn't really check the mana base. I don't know if this is good or not. Not looking good at the moment. About it. Plays a land. How do we beat Epiphany? Probably with the sideboard, most likely. Well, black mana or... Alright, restart. We gotta check the mana base on this deck. I don't know. You never know with viewer-submitted decks where the mana base is at. So it's probably worth taking a little peek-see at the mana base, because that was an inauspicious start for this deck, I will say. Yeah, Storm the Festival is probably good. Hey, Seth, have you heard of a Chinese dish called Buddhist Temptation? I never have. It's the most expensive soup in the world. And you can just replace the shark fin with pork. I'll have to look it up. I've never heard of it. That sounds pretty interesting. I feel like if you're going to Storm the Festival, you probably want Prosperous Innkeeper for more ramping. So this mana base, 24 actual lands. Dual lands need more, I think. It's a lot of basics. Basics. Maybe something like that. Yeah, it seems a bit lacking in black sources, because that's kind of the primary color. Lots of double black. White is kind of a splash. Double green. So as far as beating extra turns, mostly trying to go blank out the sideboard. Yeah, I don't think I'd be super interested in eating shark, honestly. I'd be more worried about a shark eating me. Alright. Alright, this hand has mana of multiple colors, and it even can sack a Shambling Ghast. Ooh, zombies. Alright. Well, come on, Kaya. Gonna need to go over the top of zombies here. I wonder if our opponent's got Necro Duality. I kind of hope. If we lose to Necro Duality, that's fine. I will accept it. Opponent. Aw, Blade Stitch Scab. That's not Necro Duality. Opponent passes. We'll play a land. Pass the turn. I wonder if Battle for Vertigard can actually be good. Ooh, another. Okay, opponent's Lords for Days. Goes to combat. Attacks. Well, we will block, and we will sack. And we will draw cards, and we'll make a treasure. Alright, a bunch of lands. Well, land on green. Zika's Chariot. Well, save us, Chariot. Your only hope at the moment. About it, adapts, land, add. Yeah, this doesn't look like Necro Duality. All right, gonna kill a token. We'll fire up the Zika's Chariot. About it. Whoa, getting frisky. All right, we will block. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, hang on. We will block a Scab. Drop to 9. Untap. Land on. Land on black. Battle for Bertigard. Shambling Ghast. Okay, this is we're making tokens. We're making tokens. We haven't found our Kaya yet, but we're not dead. We're not dead. That's good. Loth is coming. Opponent, Fell Singer. Oh, you gotta sack opponent. You gotta sack. You gotta Muldrifter. You got to. The easiest way to make me lose all respect for you as a card drawer is to not sack a Keyshooter Fell Stinger. You got it. How can you not Muldrift when you have the opportunity? Actually, this probably makes more sense. Block. Block, and then we can get the -1/-1 to kill it. Golem MTG! Hey Seth, I made a dialed up Vortex deck trying to ultimate Planeswalkers when cast. Check it out. Ooh, let me take a look. All right, well, Champion of the Parish dead is a big deal. That certainly helps. All right, make an elf. Land, Lolf. Take it down for spiders. Crew the Chariot, and the tokens are going off. The tokens are going off. Go to combat. Hit you with the Chariot. If not you, hit you with the Chariot. Copy a Spider. If you want to trade, that is fine. Opponent blocked. I guess Azika's Chariot is a pretty powerful card, isn't it? Oh, we're gonna see Battle for Bertigard do a thing. It's gonna do a thing. That looks fun. Trying to Dollhouse in a Vorinclex on the cheap and play a Planeswalker. That's a sweet idea. Wow, you didn't have to go that far, opponent. If it's your only creature, you don't necessarily have to Fell Stinger. I would still respect you in that scenario. Well, I mean, I guess we just continue to win. Land, Shambling Ghast, an opponent. Well, that was a blowout. That was kind of straight up a blowout. That actually felt pretty good. Yeah, that's the only thing I dislike about this deck, because it does have some of the tier synergies. Although personally, like, for me, for some reason, the mono green deck doesn't bother me like the extra turn deck. I don't know why that is. I think I lose to mono green just as much as I lose to Is It or whatever, but for some reason it doesn't feel as bad to me. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the reason for that. I don't know what the reason for that is, but that's how it is. I don't know if you noticed that. I don't know why. It seems like Epiphany gets the worst of it in Standard, and rightly so. It is a uniquely miserable way to lose a game of Magic. Like, that is for sure. Also, I think Rite of Oblivion's a card that is probably deserves to see more play. I don't know why it doesn't feel as bad. Because you actually get to play Magic. I mean, that's probably it. Like, even though in your head you know, like, oh, okay, they go, turn 2 Ranger Class, turn 3 Old Growth Troll, turn 4 Zika's Chariot. Your odds of winning that game are just as small as it is against the extra turn loop in most matchups. But for some reason, I'm just like, oh, okay, like, sure. Hopefully I draw some removal. Like, it'll be fine. But maybe it is because you feel like, even though really the odds are probably the same, you feel like you got a chance to interact with it and do what you're trying to do. Okay, we're keeping this. We got a Kaya. There's no fear. 1 land, 1 keep. We're definitely going to draw a land or a Kaya. We really just need a land for this Deadly Dispute, and we're off to the races, and we're off to the Kayas, and we got removal for days about it. Apparently can't beat a Shambling Ghast. Oh, scoops it up. We'll be missing you in Vegas this weekend. Got any Elf Modern decklist handy? Oh, it's been a minute since I played Elves. Let me look. Let me see. Do I even have a Modern Elf deck in my collection? Let's see. Elves. There's got to be one in here somewhere. How long has it been? Mono Green Elves. Oh, 2020 isn't that long ago. After that, you're going back to like 2018. Cloud Leaping Elves. You ever look back through your old deck list? Some of these I don't even know. I don't even know what's wow, Frontier. That's a long time ago. Cloudstone Curio, Evolutionary Leap. I see what I was trying to do. Oh, Bant Mage was trying to do. Yeah, I guess this is kind of, that's a super budget list. I don't even think that's a list. Yeah, I guess I don't have a handy elf list that I would recommend. It's been too long. But have a ton of fun, Shiva. It's gonna be a blast. I'm already missing everyone, but next year, next Vegas, I will be there. This one it didn't work out for me, unfortunately. I feel bad about it, but house and puppy and COVID stuff and all that stuff it just didn't line up. Even though I feel I'm jealous. I love GP Vegas or Magic Fest Vegas or whatever it is. Yeah, I forgot about Frontier until I was looking through my deck list too. But that was a thing. That was a thing people did at one point. I think your green screen is showing a bit on the top of your hair. Is it? Ah, it is it? Mm-hmm. Well, play a land. Pass the turn. Yeah, I don't know. It looks okay to me. Maybe I'm missing something. Opponent. Well, we will get rid of this Smoldering Egg. Untap Kaya. Well, this is not the board state where Kaya really looks at its best, but take up. Pass the turn. We need something to sack and get these tokens going. About it. Adepts. I'll have to look into it. Ooh, opponent's missing land drops. That's, I guess, good news at least. I really wish we could cast these Deadly Disputes. What I would give for a Shambling Ghast right about now. About it. Gonna divide by 0 to tutor up a way to get a land. This increases our odds of getting out Lolth. And Lolth is... I mean, we're just gonna have to slam it, I think. Environmental Sciences. Lolth gives us things we can sacrifice to Deadly Dispute with Kaya. Hopefully opponent plays a land. Oh. I think the coast has got to be, it's got to be clear enough. It's got to be. If they had a Jawari Disruption, they would have definitely played it. So land on white. Lolth. Spiders. Spiders are good at blocking dragons. Yeah, I mean, with only 2 mana and with Jawari Disruption off the table, there's not a ton of options that they would have in their main deck. All right, kills the Lolth. Next turn could be a sweet turn if we can get Kaya down. Smoldering Egg. About it. Passing. Oh, Ren 2. All right, so land on black. Kaya. Oh, do we do it now? Do we wait? So we can take down Kaya. I mean, opponent clearly doesn't have a counter. All right, take down Kaya. We're going. Take down Kaya. Deadly Dispute. Sack a Spider. Double Treasures. I mean, we're just gonna draw a bunch of cards, basically. Deadly Dispute. Sack a Spider. Double Treasures. Skullport Merchant. Double Treasure. I don't know if we actually progress the game in any meaningful way here, but we'll take it. Eye Twitch off the treasure. I mean, we did some things. We drew some cards. That was sweet. I had a commander game at a comic book store last night. Tonight, almost ended a fist fight. What were you fist fighting about in a commander game? What was played? I know the feeling. I play against Crim all the time, so I know the feeling of wanting to get in a fist fight over a commander game, but I'm curious what was played that actually led to to a near fist fight. Well, go to combat. Why'd they play that untapped? 5 mana. Go attacking. Opponent blocks, takes 1. Play Azeka's Chariot. About it. Ooh, the Excess deck looks fun. That's a super fun way to play Commander, giving your opponents stuff, kind of a Daggerbird style deck. I like it. Rite of Oblivion, sack the Eye Twitch. Use some language I don't care much for, and I took him out in 2 turns and didn't explain why. That makes sense. I thought it was like literally over a card that someone played. Like someone plays a Cyclonic Rift and someone else just punches them. I know the feeling. I would never do that myself, but I could see that happening if someone already was kind of like prone to maybe anger issues or something. I could see there being an actual fist fight over a game of Commander. Well, I guess it's mascot exhibition. Might as well. Kill the egg, hopefully. Rite of Oblivion, sweet. In a deck where you can sacrifice stuff. Wow, they're gonna bounce it? Okay. Sure. A little desperate, but that's fine. Well, we will play the land on green and pass the turn. Memory Deluge to draw some cards. Uh-oh. This is where the dragons start flowing. One problem with webcam EDH is nobody talks about how it removes some of the natural checks and balances of the format. If you cast an Armageddon with no plan, you can't go key your car over webcam, for example. I mean, I think that is like kind of true. I think that is kind of true. Keying a car is like a funny example of it, but I think it actually is true that there is like social pressure around a play group that sometimes helps keeps thing in line. Like if one of your friends is, playing something miserable all the time, and you can, not key their car, but do something to let them know, and maybe they get back in line and keep the game going in a fun direction. I'll play a land. Go to combat, attack you. Opponent takes it. Oh, I really would like this to resolve. Looks like no luck. Ren. Main deck negates. Well, Chariot. Make some tokens past the turn. Opponent adapts. Are we looping turn spells? Oh god, Goldspan Dragon. Okay. Sure. Sure. Gets him with a Goldspan, gets a treasure that makes 2 mana. And a Smoldering Egg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, crew up the chariot. Go to combat. Attack ya. Copy the cat. Opponent blocks. Drops to 8. Rite of Oblivion. Please die. All right. Kill it. Skullboard Merchant. Polar Beard, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what's the worst thing you've ever done to a friend based on something they've done in a game of Magic? I played against 2 friends of mine who were both playing blue-white. 15 minutes or so into the game. After God knows how many extra turns, I said, I'm out. I'm not playing with you anymore. Seems like a reasonable and responsible way to handle that. I don't understand anything about the game, but I'm playing. Really, are you new to the game, Lackey? It's a sweet game. It really is. Magic, I would say, and I know I'm biased because I'm a Magic player, but I really do think that Magic is the best game. The best game that has ever been made. Well, Azeka's Chariot. Crew it up. Go to combat. Smack you with all we got. Copy the... I think we copy the flyer, actually. I like having more flyers to block dragons. Opponent blocks. Blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like death to me. Whew. All right. We got there. Taking down the dragons. Well, that worked pretty well. I mean, this deck seems reasonable. It's got good cards in it. I feel like the extra turn decks have gotten less powerful since we've had a new set added to standard. That said, if Wizards came out and said we're going to ban Elrond's Epiphany, even though, you know, maybe it's not as good as it was before or whatever, I would still be fine with that. It is just it's not a particularly enjoyable play pattern. So I think the format is definitely headed in the right direction. Hey, what's up, awesome dude? How are you? I think the format's definitely headed in the right direction. However, yeah, it's a lot of shambling gas and ways to sack them. However, I definitely have noticed that for me personally, the games of new standard I enjoy least are the ones where I'm losing to Epiphany. Hey, Sea Archburglar Lord, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Well, play a forest. Yeah, let's just do this now while we can. Sack the shambling gas, draw some cards, make a treasure. And pass the turn. Opponent adapts. Last exam before break. Cool. Yeah, so you gotta get a little bit off for Thanksgiving break, right? And then you can't have that much. How much longer is left in your semester? Isn't it usually like a couple of weeks after Thanksgiving break? Oh, I'm also very jealous, awesome dude. I'm gonna miss it. I'm not gonna be there this year. Next year I'm definitely planning on being there. But yeah, I'm jealous too. GB Vegas is always just a super ton of fun. Is anyone from chat going to Vegas this weekend? Yeah, it sounds about right. Has it been a good semester? I think, well, I hope that we get the rest of the triomes in New Caperna. That's one of the land cycles I want to see finish the most now, honestly, at this point. Huh. So opponent missed their land drop. I don't really want to get our stuff just countered. Huh. Well, let's You know what? Let's just sack Shambling Gas. If our opponent counters this, then we can follow up with something even more busted. Gozo from Modo. Seth, love watching your stream, but you should be watching Midnight Mass if you haven't. One of the best things I've ever seen. Ooh, what is Midnight Mass? Sounds interesting. I have not seen it. Thank you for the sub, by the way. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll just pass. We'll pass. We can kill the egg if our opponent counters. Then we can get him with go blanks or resolve a Ren, and things are looking good. We have a ton of treasure mana. I can't imagine they actually fight over that. Have you watched the second Tiger King? I heard there's another Tiger King. I don't even know how you make another Tiger King because the story ended with him going to jail, and I'm pretty sure he's still in jail. It's hard for me to imagine that it would be worth watching. The first one was interesting because the story was just pretty crazy. But I can't imagine what the second one's gonna be like. That's gonna make it really enjoyable to watch. Vegas, there's a MTG Vegas this weekend actually. Ooh, Kaya. Well, go blank. You. See if this draws out the counter. No one likes to get 2 for 1. No one likes drawing cards. Tiger King Season 2 is not about Joe Exotic at all, but it's still interesting. Oh, it's about Jeff Lowe and his scams and another dude who was supposed to kill both Carol Baskin and... Wait, there was someone who's going to kill all of them? kill both sides of the argument? Wow. Huh. What a crazy world, big cat collectors or whatever they are. Like, that's just wild. Like, I've never known anyone who, you know, had a hit out on their head. And if you watch Tiger King, it sounds like that's just normal. Like, they're always trying to murder each other, or trying to do this to each other and get each other closed down. I mean, I'm sure it's over dramatized, but yeah, I mean, I kind of like oh, we didn't tick up, did we? I kind of enjoy documentaries that are just crazy stories. Yeah, that was a mistake. I was talking about Tiger King, not paying enough attention. I kind of like Don't F with Cats. That was another one that the story is just so over the top that it was pretty interesting just to hear the story. So I like Tiger King from that perspective, but yeah, all the people were definitely... I didn't feel good about any of them. Like, I came away from it thinking they were all probably just really sketchy, horrible people, but great Dade for the 30th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. Well, all right. Take down Kaya. Well, we'll see how many counters they got. We might have a good turn. It's possible.
You can't fight all of us.
Azika's Chariot. Tokens being doubled this turn. Opponent lets it go. Well, land on black. Ren. You got a counter for this one? Oh, opponent. We just wanted to make 2 massive trees. Okay. That's fair. Environmental sciences. Yeah, that's definitely how I felt about Tiger King. Yeah, Vow is legal in Modern as of, yeah, it'd be tomorrow. Yeah. Ooh, well, there goes our tokens. Well then, opponent, I guess we'll have to beat you in the really dirty way of making a tree folk and copying the tree folk and doing these shenanigans. That's not how we wanted to do it. We want to do fun things, but we will... I guess we'll have to do it this way. Go to combat, hit ya, copy the tree folk. This synergy is also really strong. I mean, we know that. That's a synergy of, like, top-tier decks, so that's not a surprise, but it is actually really strong. I heard there's going to be a blood moon tonight and, like, the longest eclipse for the next 600 years or something. I don't know what time I can see it. I didn't actually look up to see what time I might be able to see it from where I live, but would be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a blood moon, a real blood moon. Yeah, I believe that the set officially releases in paper tomorrow, so you should be all good as far as that. It's been out in Modern Online for a little while now, but I think we're good in paper as of tomorrow. All right, we're just doing it. Boom, take down Kaya. Play a Sorin. Take down Sorin. Red. Take up red. Get some lands. Play the land. Vanishing Verse. Crew it up. Go to combat. Attack you. Copy the token. Ren and 7. And Azeka's Chariot and Kaya coming through. I mean, that was kind of a blowout. The only thing, like I said before, the only thing I kind of, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Well, maybe I'll see the next blood moon. I'm usually not too much of the 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Guy anymore. There's a show I watch called Death Battle, and their Halloween episode last year was a werewolf fight. The blood moon track they made for the episode was going to be blasting my room tonight for sure. Ooh. I've never seen Death Battle either. Yeah, that's let's try one more. That's the only thing I feel a little dirty about it, because I don't know. We're gonna have to try a different Kaya deck. Like, I think this deck is good, and I think Kaya is good in it, but for me, like the Ren plus Azeka's Chariot synergy in specific, it's so well explored at this point, and then we know that it's good. It's just not super interesting to me. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't think that way when it comes to building decks, but I guess it's the hipster thing where when something is too good and just too heavily played and well known, I kind of feel bad if I play it, even though I probably shouldn't feel that way. But winning by, like, oh, you know, Ren Azeka's, nothing wrong with that at all, and it's super competitive, but I don't know. The path less traveled about it. Bunch of pop culture figures fighting to the death. Like whoa, this is a new freezing of Arena. That's a wow, mid smash of the Delver. So, like, Celebrity Deathmatch? I know that one. Uh-oh. You're gonna see the desktop. The desktop, it's not spoiler season, but it's not very clean. Arena's apparently dead. Forever. Could not handle that Delver attack. Yes, close the program. Avert your eyes. I will say, if you haven't tried it out, I kind of like Storybook Brawl. That's been the non-Magic game I've been playing a bit recently. If you like auto battlers, I think it's actually kind of fun. I recommend. I know. There's a few icons. It's almost time. It's the November 18th. So we're another few days, and it'll be time for me to create my desktop dump folder. I got a system. When it gets too cluttered and it fills all the way to the edge, then you just hold down your mouse button. Yeah, we're gonna restart. We're super far behind now because of that. You just hold down your mouse button. You grab everything. You make a new folder called desktop dump, and you put everything in it. And then if a couple of months, usually 3 months, if 3 months go by and you don't open that folder for any reason, well, then you assume that you probably didn't need any of those files, and you just delete that folder, and then you do it again. And it's really simple, but it seems to be effective. Storybook Brawl. It's free. It's on Steam. LSV is actually involved with it. That's how I heard about it. There's a lot of it's actually like pretty big in the Magic community. I assume you see a lot of MTG names in there. It's a lot of Magic players that play it. I'm sure there's other people too, but it's like Matt Nass and LSV are part of the company that made it or something. But if you like, like Battlegrounds in Hearthstone or whatever, I think it's pretty fun. I think it's actually, I was playing a bit of Hearthstone Battlegrounds, and I think that I like Storybook Brawl just better, honestly. It's still in beta, so it can be rough around the edges on occasion, but I think the actual gameplay is more fun, because there's like a spell element, so you can actually, along with just building big creatures and doing the same stuff you would in other auto battlers, you also can kind of try to build like storm-style decks and stuff. There's some twists to it, which I think are pretty cool. Yeah, let's just play this on white and leave a Vanishing Verse. I haven't checked out Inscription yet. Is it good? About it. Getting in with the adversary. Well, yeah, let's just kill it. Kill it. About it. Post-combat. That probably means our opponent has a handful of Brutal Cathars. Running out of Brutal Cathar on a empty board is super painful. That is the worst. Skullport Merchant. That means you either have a handful of Brutal Cathars or you're just like super desperate for a threat. The saddest Brutal Cathar. Moonveil Regent. About it. Passes. Won't land. Vanishing Verse. Skullport Merchant Part 2. Where's Archaea? I'll have to check it out. That sounds interesting. About it. Untaps. Ooh, Showdown. Showdown is a good one. Another Showdown and a Luminarch Aspirant. All right. Opponent thinks about the ambitious attack. Well, we will play a land on... Black. Play this on green. Play Sorin. Take it up to draw a card. And... pass the turn. Well, if we ultimate Sorin, that'd be pretty spicy. Only icon on the desktop should be recycling bin. I'm a little bit away from that. A little bit. About it. Showdown Part 2. Whiff, please. Ooh, wow. Moonveil. Adversary. Brutal Cathar. Those are good ones. Oh, we're gonna need to hit some actual removal at some point. Some more actual removal gets in it. Sorin. Oh, okay. Down to 1. Untap. Another land. Take up Sorin. Another land. Oh my god, that's so many lands. Skullport Merchant. Land. Eye Twitch. Yeah, double Showdown of the Skulls is tough. That is so many extra cards and so many extra counters. I remember you talking about this. What is your reservation on sweet, salty interactions with food? I don't imagine there's a thing. I don't imagine it's a thing that you're staunchly against, like putting milk on cereal. Yeah, I'm fine with sweet and salty. Can you have too many lands? I mean, we got too many lands right now. That is the thing that happens. Sometimes you just draw too many lands. About it. All right, Brutal Cathar. Yeah. The lack of a sweeper is going to be an issue. I mean, the real issue is our opponents they've drawn many more cards than us here. I'll sack the Eye Twitch. Grab I guess, Mascot Exhibition. That is a thing to do with too many lands. Ooh. Oh, if we could do both, that would be sweet. Pound it. We need a sweeper, though. We need a damnation. I wonder if we'll ever get damnation in standard. Opponent going to kill the Sorin. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another eye twitch. We'll play the eye twitch. Play a land. Yeah, we're just... That's too much. Without a sweeper, that's too much. How do we even possibly get out of this? I mean, we can play the mascot exhibition, I guess. I guess we don't really have a choice but to cast it, but our opponent's stuff is just so big. Showdown of the Skulls is really strong. Have you thought about Kaya Geist Hunter with Headless Rider and Necro Duality? Yeah, I think Esper Zombies with Necro Duality could be really fun. Opponent. More removals. Gets the eye twitch. Jeez. Okay. Well, opponent drew a lot of answers. Mono White control. Those Cathars were brutal. Well, we can bring in Doomscars. Doomscars in, and that might be about it. Yeah, I don't know about Kaya the Inexorable. I don't know if that... I mean, I guess it's probably fine as a one of, but... Well, bring in the Doomscars. I feel like we gotta build another Kaya deck. I feel like this deck's fine, and it has powerful mono-green synergies, but I don't feel like it does that cool of things with Kaya. Like, Kaya's fine in it. It's not a bad Kaya deck, but I don't feel like, I don't know. I feel like Kaya can do more. I feel like we gotta be able to do something more spectacular with Kaya than just like, oh, Azeka's Chariot is, you know, even stronger than it already is or whatever. Like, well, play this. Foretell the Doomscar. Pass the turn. Like, what's the craziest thing you do with Kaya? Mardu with all the treasure production seems interesting. Yeah, I guess we just pass, see what our opponent does. Stormherd. Ooh. Oh god, one of these draws. Alright, well, killing Aspirant. The good old double Aspirant draw. We really need to hit a land. Even though we might be even though we're a dirty Azeka's Chariot deck at the moment, I'm not above slamming a dirty Azeka's Chariot Elite Spellbinder when I don't kill Luminarch Aspirant. Okay. Okay, deck. How about a land? I assume they take the Wren? Scoot is sweet. Make even more scoots. Ooh, giant Ediphage is funny. Are we winning? On occasion. Not right now, I don't think. We won the last match with this deck. Well, that is a land. So land on green, Azeka's Chariot. Wow, he took the Deadly Dispute? That was a card I thought they were least likely to take, honestly. About it. Showdown of the Skulls. Well, I mean, if we just draw green source, we can win like, wow, opponent. Bunch of lands in a Sacred Fire. Portable Hole. All right, let's see. I mean, if we just draw a land, we can get the dirty mono green win with Wren. We do not. Ha. Ha, 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 ha. I mean, I guess this means we cast another Azeka's Chariot. Keep the old one. Crew. Azeka's Chariot is kind of messed up. Like, what is the original Innistrad card? Moan of the Unhollow. Like, 4 mana make 2/2/2 zombies. That's already like close to a playable card. Maybe not in 2021, but that's already close enough to being a playable card. And you also get a 4/4 vehicle that does other things as a bonus. All right, opponents all in on this Paulo. Would be nice to be able to sack those cats, but we don't have the option. Well, crew the chariot. Actually, dirty synergies. Land on white. Ren. Take down for a tree folk. Crew. Go attacking. Make a nut. This would be a good turn with Kaya. Like the turn where you go, like if you play Kaya into Zika's Chariot into Ren, you probably win. The thing is, if you play Zika's Chariot into Ren, you also still probably win. Boy, opponent's showdowning like crazy over there. Draws a bunch more cards, plays the land. Tomorrow's Mocha Brew deck is really sweet. You gotta watch tomorrow's Mocha Brew. It's a good one. It's a sweet deck. There's good standard stuff coming up still. I'll play a land on white. Go to combat. Hit you with all we got. Opponent goes to 2. And yeah, I'll just pass. Pass the turn. 2 showdowns, not gonna be enough. I think we got this one. What's your favorite color bend? I love my Selesnya token copy deck. That plays like a deck that would want blue because they make multiple tokens. Oh my goodness. Should have sacked that to draw some cards. Deck because they make multiple token copies of non-creatures. Yeah, I was not looking at the screen. I was reading a question. Opponent gonna go their dork. Gonna take our Deadly Dispute. Goes to combat. Well, Deadly Dispute. Sack a cat. Draw some cards. Untap. Play the land. Thankfully, the deck is strong enough that I don't think it's gonna matter. Go to combat. Attack you. About it. Blocks. Blocks. Sure. Well, we will play a Ren. Make a tree folk. Pass the turn. Huh. I'm not sure what my favorite color bend deck is. The opponent kills the cat. Passes. Well. Dig up Ren. Mostly whiff. Play a land. I mean, I guess we can just go for the win. Kill the Brutal Cathar. Hit you for 8. Punt overcome, perhaps. Wow. Opponent has double showdown of the Scalds too, and it still was not enough. I'm trying to think of like an example of a color bend deck that I've played. Like I know there's been like some themes like color shifted weak on Commander Clash where we've done like I'm trying to even remember like mono green control or whatever, but I can't think of too many like color bendy constructed decks that I've actually played. It's an interesting question though. I might have sunk at $3 into my Trostani deck, so I'm a bit biased. Trostani is definitely a sweet commander. Yeah, I mean, Ren and Chariot is one of the best things going in Standard, that's for sure. It's not something we play that much. A little too top tier for us, but it is very, very tough to for a lot of decks to keep up with. Opponent has a portable hole. Okay. Sure. Well, how about a Shambling Ghast? Well, we got a Kaya. We just need something to go with it. Opponent, Elite Spellbinder. Well, we don't have a Kaya yet. Someday we might have a Kaya. They probably actually take the skull port, I would assume, or not.
Not dying on this plane.
Well, land, skull port. Go attacking. A boater takes it, down to 19. Jeez, all right, portable hole tribal. Hitting the, okay, it's the treasure. That was a interesting choice. Opponent passes. Well, we will play a land, go to combat attack. Oh, he will sack Shambling Ghast. Kill the Spellbinder. Oh my god, so many lands. So many lands. Opponent. Oh, the flood is on. The flood is on. Moonveil Regent, pretty strong. Sorin, not as strong, but we'll play it. Because we got nothing else going on, and we'll take it down. Another land. Ugh. Yeah, this flood is bad news. This flood is real bad news about it. Oh, showdown. Yeah, this isn't looking good. This isn't looking good. Opponent has a lot more non-land cards than we do at the moment. Opponent plays a land. Goes attacking. We will block painfully. We draw even more lands. Take up Sorin. Even more lands.
My ways are not for the weak.
Well, that's all she wrote. Ay. About it. Moonveil. And I mean that's part of Magic. They're part of what you sign up for is there's some games where just nothing you do actually ends up mattering. Well, this was a card that would have been good in a previous world when we actually had things that were worth sacrificing. Well, we can kill the Moonveil Regent. Play the land past the turn. About it. Oh, another Lunarchus Pirate. And well, joke's on you, Elite Spellbinder. It's only lands forever. So I think the biggest, so I feel like from a Kaya perspective, this just feels like a mono green deck. So I think there's something cooler we can do with, oh geez, brutal. So I think there's probably something cooler we can do with Kaya. And from a competitive perspective, I feel like this is probably just like maybe bad Orzhov Super Friends or Orzhov Control. I feel like we don't have nearly as much interaction as we would like. Like I think part of, if you've ever played against the black-white, jeez, well, our opponents also just always had Showdown of the Scalds. Win or lose, they've had 2 each game, I think. At least Spellbinder to take our dead. I mean, this is super over. I guess there's some chance we draw a Doomscar this turn, but I mean, basically we've just drawn all the manas in the worlds, and our opponent's drawn all their deck. Down to 4. Is it Doomscar? It is Doomscar. Well, that kind of means the game might continue, sort of. But I'm not even sure that means the game continues really, because there's this Den of the Bugbears, so we actually still just die if our opponent understands how their cards work, and it seems that they do. Well, when the Magic gods want you to win, you win. When they want you to lose, they give you all the lands. So what do we learn about this deck? So what do we learn about Reanimator? I mean, Reanimator, it does some sweet things, but I'm not sure the finishers are quite there yet. So I don't know. We'll have to see. There's definitely some possibilities for Reanimator, but definitely going to need more work to be good. Kind of shocking how many games Toxrill would come down and it's not just game over. Maybe it's got to focus on Hullbreak Horror and more instant speed spells or something. So I don't know, like getting these big things into play quickly is powerful, but it's a little matchup dependent and maybe you need more finishers. I don't know, but I think it's a cool play style, but definitely needs more work there. As far as the Absent Token Friends deck, it's fine. I mean, it's got a lot of powerful cards in it. It doesn't seem to make Kai as sweet as I want it to be. Like, making more Zika's Chariot tokens, like, sure, that's cool. Making another Ren token, we've seen that with the Zika's Chariot. I want to do something more with Kai's ability, so expect more Kai's in the future. I think that more Kai's will probably be coming in the future, but on that note, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. So next stream is on Monday. Be back on Monday for an afternoon stream, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So reminders on the way out the door. Olivia sort of reanimates. Olivia reanimates, and Olivia is sweet, but you got to be kind of like I think a combo deck to make Olivia work, because when Olivia dies, you lose what it reanimates, and it is not big enough to get through like Goldspan Dragons and stuff. So I think you gotta have a plan. I don't think you want to play it like a normal reanimation spell. I think you need a combo like win the game this turn with Olivia for the most part, but it does reanimate. But anyway, replay YouTube this week, find the old streams, normal YouTube, tons of stuff going up on there. One more reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magic cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free goldfish sticker. Just let them know in your order notes you want one. Most importantly, thank you to each and every one of you. Magic Maker, Pessimer, everyone else, y'all are amazing and awesome. And I hope you have a spectacular week if you're playing Magic or if you're doing other things, if you're going to Vegas, if you're staying home. I don't even care. Whatever y'all do, have a great time. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday, and I will talk to you soon.